Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Never before has one radio show been so extreme. So vulgar.
Fuck you, I'm not a pussy.
I was accustomed to getting blown and having my ass eaten.
This is insane. I mean, this is insane.
So flatulent.
Why do we even try? Let's just fart into the mics and call it a day.
This is the funniest shit ever.
It's a weird show.
That's what's real. That's the sex.
Tune in with no expectations.
Quite simply, the greatest show in the history of broadcasting.
Here we are, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Another 4 hours of love.
You guys having a good time or what?
Yeah, check, check it. I'm up early in the morning, yawning. Put Opie Anthony, get Jimmy tranny pointing. Opie like brother man, Ant wants to join the clan. Jimmy on the other hand, he working the other hand.
Turn my headphones up. They're horrible people to say in this old objectionable human beings, and I want you to know unacceptable to my scene, but I'll give it a go. 50 Cent, Larry King, Opie and Anthony Show.
Go. I know you're feeling the flow, while Opie's mother hucking, Jimmy's trying to get blown. Then we come to play around and we still in the show. I know you never heard nothing like this before.
How important is the board? Bored you'll never be, and don't worry about getting shot when you're with Anthony. Oh yeah, on the edge of your chair. Cause you really want to hear Opie, Anthony, and Jimmy. Just keep it right here.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, check it. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Yeah.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, now Mike Tyson up in this bitch. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Enough of this palaver. Let's get this show on the road.
Oh, fuck, man.
Having a fucking...
Good morning, everyone. Last you heard us, we were in the middle of some really gay shit. And we've all been deeply affected by this, haven't we? I've been reading your tweets.
We're having a therapy session in here this morning before the show, just talking about we're
What
talking
happened?
it through.
We're
Holy
discussing yesterday's one and done gay off.
Not even kidding. That can't ever be done again because I won't show up.
No.
And this isn't a homophobic thing or anything.
No.
This is just, I can't fucking deal.
Yeah, let me set the table. So,
Set the table? Why don't you do the curtains, too?
I think yesterday's show proves that me and you have gotten extremely lazy. And and that someone else is controlling this radio show because I woke up one day, I don't know, a mere week or 2 weeks before yesterday, realizing we're doing a gay off. I'm like, how the fuck did I ever say yes to this?
Yeah. All right.
It kind of took off on its own.
Yeah, it did.
And it was our Valentine's Day bit. And we had IHateStevenSinger.com, come forward with prize money.
A little prize money.
And then we had some guys in here with their wives, and we had them do gay stuff. I can't believe this.
Oh, no.
I still can't believe this.
I can't either.
And we figured it'd be a little fun, like kind of in that zone where we're okay with.
It's that awkwardness and uncomfortability that makes it fun, though.
Yeah, you're listening to Ex-Shock Jocks, so we're used to seeing some uncomfortable shit. So we're like, whatever. How bad could this be?
Yeah,
little tickling, maybe a little lap dancing. We can all handle that, right?
Because it's so uncomfortable.
There'll be a few jokes in there,
right?
And then you fast forward and you got guys like making out each other in front of their wives. And then you got guys oiling up their hands and another man's dick, hoping that he's the one that gets them hard.
Dude.
And I'm sitting here going, what the fuck is going on?
It was so beyond
By the way, that's my Joe Schmo impression. I hope people understand that. Have you picked up on it yet? Because I've used it a lot now.
What is going on
here.
Yeah, if you could find the Joe Schmo guy doing it. But I've been imitating him for a while, and a few people have picked up on it. Anyway, yeah, we fast forward, and then I think one guy had a helmet close to his asshole, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It got so far beyond what I thought it was going to be.
Right.
When I read the things that they had to do list, it was things like, oh, the gay guy's going to tickle the guys.
Yeah.
Whoa, look out. Or even the worst thing was like chocolate syrup poured on his foot and he's got to lick it off his toes. Whoa, that's crazy. Who's going to agree to that? And then and then during the show yesterday, I look over and I am seeing what looks exactly like a gay porno being fucking acted out in our studio.
If we ever released that video, it would probably do very well in the gay community.
In the gay community.
At one point, they had to jerk the guy off and blow a double dill, as Sal would say.
Dude, they're two guys that are supposedly straight are making out with each other on their knees in front of a gay gentleman's dick.
Everyone's
jerking
naked.
him off and playing with his balls. It's like that isn't like, look at what you're doing. You're doing something that's kind of whoa, gay. No, you're involved in gay sex. You're having gay sex.
And like you said, I thought it was going to be some easy stuff like, all right, you're going to have to get naked in a room full of guys.
Look out.
That's kind of crazy, right?
That's insane.
That was like stage one. Everyone got naked right away.
Even that was weird.
And then we finally had enough, and the one guy's like, "No, I want to go further.
I want to continue."
What?
I want to continue. What? What? I'm the host of the show, and I didn't want to continue.
I don't know, man. Me and Ed talked a bunch right before the show, trying to figure it out, because we've seen so much shit doing this radio show. We've been at this for about 18 and a half years. And I don't know what it was. And we both agreed it wasn't like seeing guys naked. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck if I see a guy naked. I really don't.
It's not a... Yeah.
I don't care. I thought the Go-Go Harder guy was hilarious. I would bring him back on the show. He was that fun.
He's one funny homo.
Right.
Gotta say that.
So I didn't really care. We've seen some weird shit. And I just couldn't wrap my head around it. I finally figured it out. There was what bothered me wasn't like seeing the gay stuff. Although I didn't see all of it. I was sitting here in the corner going, have fun, Troy, as you try to figure out what they could do next. So I'll be honest, I didn't really care about that. I didn't. It finally hit me. Yeah. There was a desperation in the room yesterday.
Yes.
And that's what I went home with. I was bothered by that. I was bothered by the fact that I think there were some guys in here that really needed the money.
Right. Really.
Well, when you look at two guys that are kneeling down, making out with each other, while a gay dancer rubs his dick on their faces.
Right. Yes.
And the whole thing is because one of them might get $1,500 pre-tax.
Pre-tax. So that's what, $850 maybe, something like that.
God.
Yeah, I think it comes down to there was a desperation in the air.
Yeah, along with man ass in the air.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? I mean,
it's just fucking...
I mean, I could sleep after seeing that shit.
Well, but I don't mean seeing it. I mean, the aroma that was in here, apparently Ron and Fez came in. And
was it bad for real?
He goes, it just smells like man ass in here.
But we've, over the years, have had some really bad smells in here, but we don't realize it because we're still in the room. And then it's the people that come into the room that haven't been in the room in a while that go, what the fuck are you guys doing today?
What happened in here?
Yeah.
I have like post-traumatic stress disorder from yesterday. It was as a guy that's been on the radio for a few years and had to sit and describe. There are plenty of events we've done, and I fancy myself, a professional at describing what's going on, like a sporting event.
You fancy yourself in visualizing,
right?
As they say, painting the picture.
Painting the picture. In the past, we've had some outrageous things go on, and I kind of like doing it like a sports announcer.
Yeah, it's our
kind of a thing. It's fun that way.
It's our job to describe what the fuck's happening because you only hear our voices.
I was completely out of the mix yesterday. I couldn't say anything, but I was looking. There were these just gaps of silence from me, and then I'd look at Opie and just go, I can't even, and I couldn't even like finish what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I was
out of it.
I was very bothered by yesterday.
Out of it, yes.
There were a lot of times where there was a show going on over here, and you two were just going back and forth, just talking about how you can't believe you.
Well, we were talking about the lesbian couch. And it brings up the lesbian couch, and I go, Aunt, that's been gone for about 10 years.
Yeah.
We lost that 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
We really did used to have a lesbian couch. And this was on regular radio, by the way. Another bit we're not really allowed to do on satellite radio. I'm not bitching. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
And we would have girls that really wanted to have a lesbian experience. And it got so crazy, we were doing it pretty much every Friday.
Yeah.
And we had an official lesbian couch. And when we got fired, I think we actually dragged it out of the building and gave it to somebody.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
When we gave away our office that day.
Yep.
Someone actually has that too. And then we tried to bring it back when we first came to satellite. We had a lesbian couch at the old joint before they remodeled. And then that went bye-bye.
Homosexual studio.
No.
The whole staff, like all of us, were just sitting here all afternoon. Sal was all fucked up. Troy had to go home early.
Troy left early?
Yeah, Troy was so fucked up after yesterday.
Well, where is he? He's here already. Yeah. And I want to talk to Sal, because I believe Sal was fucked up.
Everyone acts like it was the Nom. Like they all got home from the Nom.
This is something that we're only going to be able to talk about with each other.
We're a band of brothers.
But I'll say it again. We have seen some extremely weird stuff in the studio.
Yes.
And I think I finally can nail it down for everybody. The desperation in the air was what bothered everybody. But one guy goes, I don't want to stop. I'm like, what?
Dude, the thing is, we've had severe...
You have to want to stop.
We've had desperation in the studio before with girls that have, done the pick up the money with their twat thing. And remember, they needed money for Christmas presents, whatever it was. We've had that desperation. This was the desperation, plus there was this other underlying... thing that men don't do.
Right.
That's what it was. And it was all of it together made this the most uncomfortable thing I've ever been involved with.
But I fully believe now that if you go to prison, you will make out with guys.
Oh, you'll have
you
some
will
gay
blow
sex.
Guys. You will do whatever the fuck.
You'll have gay sex.
And in a way, I don't think you're gay.
I don't know what that is. That was an experiment. It was a social experiment yesterday.
Because a lot of people saying those guys had to be closeted homosexuals. Best of my knowledge, I don't know. I don't think so.
Dude,
I didn't think they were like closeted homosexuals.
That was the other part that was so bad.
Yeah.
Was that, like, even with, like, Money Honey and stuff like that, there's an element that eventually most of the girls go, okay, at least in the moment, this is kind of fun and crazy.
Yeah.
All those guys, every ounce of their being was either... You could see it in their eyes. They were mentally somewhere else completely.
They did. It looked like that. Their eyes, had the 1,000-mile stare of like, I'm just going to a different place.
Right.
I'm going to get through this.
Yeah.
And it was psychotic.
And then
it was against their will.
Yes. They did not look happy.
We didn't describe the women well enough. The wives, they were bothered. They were trying not to be bothered. They were trying not to look bothered, but they were bothered.
Even the ones that were laughing.
Yeah.
That was just for show.
Yeah.
They were absolutely crying on the inside because how can you look at your husband after doing the actions that you just saw him doing? How could you look at him like that?
Troy.
Troy.
Yeah, go ahead.
How you doing?
Man, that was rough. I mean, I've been through some shit in my life, man. That was pretty dark. I guess it came across funny over the air. That's what I hear because I got a lot of positive feedback from how funny it was, but. In here, I didn't really think it was that funny. It was just kind of like...
Did you feel like there was a desperation in the air, and that's what was bothersome?
Yeah.
You knew it wasn't a bunch of guys like I believe, Troy is absolutely down for whatever, and he could go home knowing that, he didn't do anything that he didn't want to do. Right. But I really don't think you're gay, but you did some really gay things yesterday, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But those guys aren't down for... they're not down for whatever guys.
Right.
They were guys that a few of them it seemed like needed or wanted the money badly.
The money.
Troy had fun with it though.
Right.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
And Heather Height and the guy, I think his name's Dave.
Well, they didn't care.
Well, they're doing their own podcast. She's a stand-up comic. They were looking for a little attention for their stuff. So I wasn't bothered by either because I knew he was just trying to get some of his plugs in.
Yeah, I kind of looked at it like all the guys were super fans and they wanted to just be here in your guys' presence.
Oof.
And they didn't care what they had to do to get to that point, and they had just convinced their girls that
they should have just waited for the next car crash comedy. It was
yeah. We'll bring that one back eventually.
Tell some jokes
and
with clothes on.
Yes,
and you can always tell if the women are into the show or not. And I would definitely Heather Height, and maybe one other, maybe two of the wives had pretty much no idea what we were about.
Man, no,
Lon,
which makes it
very
worse.
Into the show.
Lon is?
Yeah. She emailed me afterwards. She had a great time.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, she did. She really had a very good time.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
What was the worst thing you saw yesterday, Troy?
just towards the end where we're trying to like up the ante as high as we could go. You know what I mean? And we're like, look, the next level after this is getting someone's going to get fucked in their ass or have to take a pop shot.
We said before the show, if there wasn't a rule, if management didn't have the no penetration and
If
stuff,
we were at the old
there
studio.
absolutely
They
would
would've
have
got
been oral sex going on and then ass fucking would have been going on for $1,500.
Yes.
So that, at that point, these guys are prostitutes.
Right.
They're pimping themselves out for a few bucks.
The worst thing that I saw was right before the guy put the oil on his ass and tried to rub it on the dick. Before that wasn't the worst thing.
Right.
It was right before that when that guy started his freestyle round.
Yeah.
Because Gogo was sitting in the chair with his legs spread, obviously completely nude.
Yeah. Right.
And the guy went over to him and with one hand was pulling on his dick. He was making direct eye contact with him.
Yeah, that was
but
creepy.
What really bugged me was what he did with his left hand. He got on top of Gogo and scooped under his ass cheek. So he was like holding him up and like manhandling him while he was tugging his dick and making eye contact. Like it was what happens in a gay man's bedroom. So, it was gay sex.
That was bad. And what awful hand jobs.
The worst.
That's the type of thing, and that's what the prison aspect comes into play. Because if a guy, like they were doing it for $1,500, this is the same thing a guy has to do for his dinner or for not getting shanked. Like in prison. So you get that same lack of enthusiasm. It's not this loving gay scene in prison. There's a guy just half-assed, like, jerking a guy off. That's what was so disturbing about it. There was no real want to do this.
I think we owe Gogo Harder a good hand job.
Yeah, he was a trooper. He was a cool guy. He was, I talked to him after the show, and he was like, "Oh, is everything okay?" I was like, "Yeah, he was great, man."
There was an
I
overwhelming...
appreciate funny, man. He was funny.
Yeah, he was.
He's a funny guy.
On Twitter, overwhelmingly, like, amount of praise for him. Like, everyone loved him.
Well, he's gay, and he was funny, and he wasn't here, like, he wasn't doing anything that he doesn't want to do.
He walks in and goes, so should I just, like, get naked now?
Yeah.
Well, that was the difference. He wasn't doing anything that he didn't want to do.
Yeah.
All the other guys were.
Do you think that when you see a guy like with a goatee and a shaved head, and he's just making out with another fucking flabby guy, and that part was so disturbing.
Well, you heard Sal.
It's against their natural instincts.
Sal started rubbing himself down with Clorox wipes, saying that he felt a man's goatee in his asshole.
Sal, how are you feeling today? And I'll break down some walls. I really believe you were disturbed yesterday when we were talking this morning.
The bronzer came.
No, it looks kind of good.
Nicely on your face.
It's
not streaky on your face.
No, you look
like
you have a slight tan.
You're back from Florida.
It's so blotchy on his arms.
My legs, it's just completely stained still.
Yeah, it just looks like wood stain.
So
someone brushed it on your legs.
I got like a
So what's your thoughts from yesterday?
I was...
By the way, I still think you're gay, but I think yesterday was just too much for you.
Yeah, he is.
Yesterday, I was so out of it and so disturbed yesterday when I got home. I was like, I was emotionally drained. It was just awful. It was really.
Does your mom listen to the show?
I told her not to listen yesterday.
Oh,
she
good.
does.
I was like, just lots of gay shit went on. Don't listen. And she's like, okay. So
I went home and slept until 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I was exhausted because, I was emotionally exhausted for seeing something that is so, just reprehensible. And it's not the idea of the gayness that it was. It was that there were heterosexual guys that have a natural aversion to gay sex. And I don't mean hearing about it or knowing other guys do it, but being involved in it. As a heterosexual male, you have an aversion to participating in gay sex. It's what every heterosexual man fears about prison and things like that.
Right.
And there they were, placed in a situation where they had to engage in it, and it permeated the room in this uncomfortable feeling that everybody felt.
Right.
And when I left this studio, not quickly enough, because I wanted out of here at 10, and we stayed on until almost 11, I got in the truck, and I'm driving home, and I'm just like, I felt filthy.
Yeah.
Filthy.
Well, that leads me to the next thing, because you got out of here.
Yes.
Right after the
thank
show.
God, because from what I heard.
So then I stayed a little later than that, and I was like trying to film some dumb, dopey video, kind of around the corner here. The guy wasn't naked or anything. It was something completely different. And all of a sudden, Sal brought one of the contestants over. He wanted to say goodbye.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yeah, what's up? And I see him walking toward me, and his wife, I don't want to mention which guy. You probably can figure it out on your own. And his wife is hysterically crying.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, hysterically crying. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And she goes...
Like sobbing?
Uncontrollably crying.
Holy
He's holding her tight, like,
holy
it's going to be okay. Like, they had some incredible tragedy in their lives, which I guess they did, obviously.
Worse than most.
I go, what's going on? What the? She goes, he told me to not stop him no matter what.
Oh. And she wanted to at some point,
Yeah, she wanted him out of the scene way earlier than he.
And she wanted to, but then she had to watch him doing horrific
because they had a conversation.
With another man.
They had a conversation before the bit where he said to her, "No matter what, do not tap out. I want and need to win this thing." That's where, and that's what I felt in the air. And
desperation.
When I finally figured out in my own stupid brain that there was a weird desperation attached to what we were seeing yesterday, and I can't speak for the guy. If he wants to talk on the show about it, that's fine. But it seems to me that they really, really needed the money. Badly.
There's got to be some shit you could sell on eBay or something. Wow. That would be an alternative.
Right?
So I'm not an asshole the entire day. Maybe a couple hours on the radio every day, but I don't live my life like that. I think a lot of people are starting to figure that out. So I'm like, I go into... let's try to fix this mode. I'm like, look, man, it was all just fun. Hey. It's for the radio. I'm playing that shit.
Meanwhile, you probably your eyes looked like, oh my God, no, this wasn't fun.
I'm like, don't worry about it. It was all just for fun. There was nothing crazy in there. It's just for the radio. We're just having a good time. Just trying to soften it up a little bit. But in my head, I have all the visuals of this guy fucking jerking off this guy and making out with the other guy.
Jimmy spoke to them, and Jimmy
spoke to them as well.
Jimmy did a good job with helping.
Well, he didn't do a good job because she was still crying when she got to me because I know Jimmy left before I did.
They're in a lot of trouble. Do you know how long it took Jess to get over the idea that Bob Kelly had kissed me as a goof?
Oh my God!
And she didn't see it, and it was nothing.
Oh yeah, that's true. And that was just she had to sit there, watch her husband jerk off a homosexual man with lotion, making out with multiple men,
right.
nude, multiple nude men, nude
That's right.
men. It has to destroy a woman to see that.
Wasn't there a point Troy's asshole was on the guy's nose with his fucking balls on his eyes?
Yes, his nose was absolutely up Troy's asshole.
All this shit was going on as I'm trying to calm her down. And then they walked off. They pretty much limped away.
Yeah.
It's not good.
And then I'm like, oh my God, those guys really needed the money.
That's the desperation part.
And that's what I took home with me, and I was really depressed.
When they were kneeling down, fucking making out with each other, as a gay man is smacking their face and the top of their heads with his dick.
Yeah.
I was just looking over going, that's it. I can't. I fucking can't even describe this. I need to go. And then I got down to the truck outside, and Kenny pulled my truck up, and he gets out, and I go, all right, take it easy. Kenny goes, now go home and jerk off.
But he's the... As funny as that is,
it's hilarious.
As funny as that is, I got to bring into something. Kenny will... And Sam knows this as well. Kenny will come up with one good line, and then he feeds it to everybody.
Everyone?
Because guess what?
He said that to you?
It was the exact same line, so he couldn't wait to tell me that as I opened my door.
Hey, if it works.
Keep using it.
Keep using it.
But I think we're just having a conversation. Yeah. But in his head, he has a couple programmed lines that he wants to fucking tell everybody.
Jess and me get the same texts from him.
Yeah.
It's the same joke. We live in the same house.
Right.
At the same time.
Hey, look, I got a text from Kenny. Oh, what does it say?
Yeah. We got Heather Height. She's one of the wives of one of the guys from yesterday, Dave's wife there. Heather, what's up?
Hey, you were saying before about Dave and I would do the podcast and stuff, so we're probably all right. We just want to get our plugs in.
Yeah.
And we thought that too. And then last night we were laying in bed, going to sleep, and I was like, I feel a little damaged.
Oh, wow. If Heather's damaged.
Yeah, because Heather, I mean, we know a little bit about you over the years, and you guys are down for some whatever stuff, right?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, but you were even damaged.
Yeah, I think the problem is, like Ann was saying, like, with two heterosexual guys that are just so adverse to it, it was so uncomfortable. It was like a relief when Go-Go got there.
Right.
You know?
It was a relief when the gay guy got here.
Thank God there's a gay guy here for this gay stuff. You know?
Because when Sal was doing stuff, it was like watching two people rape each other. Like they're just both getting raped.
Like nobody wants to be raped, but they're just still doing it.
It's just two people getting raped with each other.
Oh, my God.
It absolutely, there's an aversion to heterosexual men having to engage in gay sex. Sorry, gay people. That's just the way it is. When you're watching a movie where there's two gay guys, and I'm not talking porno or anything, just your mainstream movies like that Brokeback Mountain, and when there's this kissing going on and hugging and kissing,
there's something really bad.
There's something disturbing to heterosexual men about that. You could call it homophobic, but it's not homophobia. You could be totally open to guys doing whatever they want to do if they're gay. But as a heterosexual man, you are going to look at that, and there's going to be some natural kind of pullback. You're going to go like, recoil.
Especially when you realize it's your mouth doing it.
Right. Yeah. Now take that feeling that you get just looking at it, and now make you got to do it.
Right.
You're sitting there kissing another man.
Heather, what was the worst part for you that Dave did?
The worst part was the double toe suck, kiss up the thighs thing.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
I love when people have to describe some
Isn't
of the
it
scene
terrible?
from yesterday.
It's just terrible.
Fucking Troy.
Heather, was it
Troy has an imagination. He's like, okay, how about, all right, the double dill. They got to give the double dill head while they caress each other's backs and jerk the guy off. How about we try that one?
Troy was throwing out suggestions.
Oh, yeah, left and right. He's crazy, like a director.
As they were kneeling in front of the guy, Troy was the one who said, all right, one of you grab his balls and the other one pull the shaft. And so they're sitting there. One guy has his hand on the balls. The other guy has his hand on the dick. And they're kneeling, and they're all naked, and the two heterosexuals are kissing each other while they're playing with the other guy's dick.
Holy shit.
That's
crazy.
I figured we just got to make sure we elevate this as high as we can go.
Troy's a great homosexual puppet master.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happened to Troy. While he was in the room, it was like, we're all here in this environment. And then when he left the room, part of it was like...
Yes.
Like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
I was involved in that.
You know what it was, too? It was the sort of, relatively speaking, gradual build-up to the real horrific stuff. It went quickly and stuff. But to just have Sal tickling the guys, that's how it starts.
It's a goof.
And it was a goof. It was like, just for them to take their shirt off, it was like, oh, boy, this is crazy. And then it ends up pretty much just gay sex with nude men. But it's in this room where it started that way and gradually built up. The second you walk out of that door, you're out of this microcosm where it was something almost okay because it's a radio thing. But once you left, you have to leave with all that baggage now.
I have never listened to OutQ, but I pretty much can guarantee.
Yeah.
You already know what I'm going to say.
Yep.
That we went way gayer than they ever have. I could guarantee that without even ever hearing
Mark
OutQ
Zito,
and what they do.
Mark Zito wanted to see a little bit of the video.
Did he?
And I was like, okay. And I just kind of flipped the camera around and showed him what happened. And as I was watching it and showing it to him, it was like, oh my God, like, this happened. It's not like a made-up thing. Like, this happened. I'm watching.
It shows like that I don't want to see Ron Bennington in the hall.
you kind of turn around, and take the other hallway.
Yeah,
to
but
the elevator.
Fez came up to me afterwards. He was pretty much cool with the whole thing.
He said to me,
he was reciting some of the lines he heard that he thought
knew.
was funny.
Yeah,
he said the gays won.
Yes,
and I said, I mean, we weren't really competing with gays.
Right. There was one gay guy in the room for 45 minutes of the whole thing.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I'm not even sure if he technically won.
Yeah. Heather, anything else?
I just wanted to mention the thing with Troy was that, like, I was rooting for him. Like, he'd come up with something, I'd be like, yeah, good, that's good. And then I'd be like, oh, whoa, wait. They got to do that now, though.
Hey, hold on. I think your husband's on the line as well.
Oh.
I guess you guys don't live with each other anymore.
You threw me out. I'm living on the streets now.
Hey, Dave, you officially won the Gay Off.
Yes, I'm holding my head high today.
We should have had a trophy made. We should have had a trophy.
Well,
big penis.
Well, that would have ended up.
Yeah.
That double donger, it would have been great.
So what's going on with you today, Dave?
I'm kind of coping with the post-traumatic stress, but we laughed about it for hours afterwards. It was hilarious.
Oh, you better laugh.
I don't know. Heather's a little bothered.
Smile?
She's a little bothered today.
Yeah. If Steven Singer wants to gold dip that double dong, that'd be cool.
Oh, well, that would be a pleasure to have that on the mantle.
I love that we held up Steven Singer for what, $1,200?
We had to.
We absolutely held him up. He couldn't say no.
No.
But if he's listening, we were in a desperate spot.
That's why we did it on the air, by the way.
Yeah, we'll make it up to you somehow, but we're in a very desperate spot.
Gave him a friggin' live commercial right there when we trying to get money out of him.
Yep.
I kept offering the other guy. I kept telling him, look, it's just down to you and me. Let's tap out. We'll split first and second prize. Let's end this. And he didn't want to end it.
No, he. I think he's on the line. We'll talk to him in a second here.
Oh, boy.
If he's listening, stay there. We'll get to you. Yeah, he didn't want to tap out, and he was the one that had the wife after the show bawling hysterically. Yeah. Oh, you guys saw her crying too?
Yeah.
What was she saying to you guys?
She didn't say much of anything until she was speaking to all three of us, and she had calmed down. I said, "Are you all right?" And then she slowly just broke down again and started crying.
Holy shit!
And you heard what she said. She said, "I was told not to tap out, no matter what." Yeah, because if the wives could have tapped out for their guys.
Yeah, there's no way I was going to tap out for Dave.
No. Heather's a sadistic bitch. She was not going to tap out for me for nothing.
So, Dave, what was the worst part for you?
Worst part was the kissing. Fucking worst.
There's a lot of it too.
Oh, there was a lot of that.
That was harder.
That is worse than jerking off the guy. How weird is that?
When Gogo went in and started kissing him on the neck, I think that was when it was like really bad for me.
Yeah,
that
started
was
getting
You know
real.
what? That was like there was a moment where it became like, oh my God, this is actually happening. When Gogo was naked, and he was like, "Who are the girls on the couch?" And they were like, "Oh, those are our wives." And Gogo goes, "Oh, well, in that case," and he just started passionately making out with them. And I was like, "Oh my God, shit just got really real in here."
This is how like those hazings go, I bet, where you end up in jail because someone died or someone got fucking raped or something. As it's happening, it's like, hey, this is whatever it is, and then someone must look over and go, wow, this is really getting a little much. And then you're
like
sitting
very
in
bad things when they kill the stripper.
Yeah. And then you're just sitting in prison going, what happened?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened? We were what? Just terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anything else, Dave or Heather?
No, we're good.
No, just want to thank Steven Singer for my blood money.
Oof.
Yeah,
it will be spent in good health on AVP and other.
Well, I hope you have fun with that.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Steven Singer.
All right.
You know what one of the worst parts was?
Dave. Yes, Travis.
Is that this was a Wednesday show. Like, we couldn't just, like...
We had to come back.
Yeah, we couldn't take the 3-day weekend.
Back to the scene of the crime. Like when they had to go back to the church in Platoon.
No, this is therapy, though. I like this.
There's still 2 more days of work.
This is like being in a meeting. Let's get it out. Support. Iraq. Why haven't you talked yet?
Because
he's jerking off.
It really got bad for me. I mean, besides everything they were doing, but when he first came in, and he's nuzzling. Yeah, Go-Go came in. He's nuzzling the guy's necks. They're all just standing there. But he gets to the last dude. He's holding the one guy's hand and rubbing the wedding ring while he's fondling the guy's genitals. And that's when I'm like, this is not going well.
Jesus. He was rubbing his dick and wedding ring at the same time.
Oh, yeah, that's so fucking weird yesterday.
It's basically, I mean, it's coming on your vows. You know what I mean? It's
I would have
God.
I would have to sit down and think about for an hour or so. I'm trying to think if that was the craziest, weirdest show we've ever done.
Yes.
Yeah, but then when you start writing shit out, you go, wait a minute. Then there was the time.
No, that was the biggest aversion I've ever had to anything that was going on in the studio.
Yeah, it's probably weirdest show
ever. Iraq?
If you ever needed a conclusion to your book, I think yesterday's show.
Oh, God.
It's when we decided to quit radio. Everybody
That's it.
We all went our own way.
Yeah. It was never the same after that day.
You really think those guys would have taken a dick in their ass for the contest?
Oh, yeah. Someone would have taken a dick in their ass. There absolutely would have been oral.
Yeah.
They would have gone down on each other.
You know what?
It just was terrible.
The dude who told his wife not to tap out.
Yeah.
I think he would have taken a dick in the
well,
ass. If need be.
Well, he's on the line. Let's talk.
Oh, boy.
Let's talk to him. Hey, buddy. Do you want your name out there?
I'll just say John. I'm fine with that.
All right, John. What's up, buddy? So you and your wife came up to me after the show, and she was hysterical.
Yeah.
So walk us through it. What was going on?
She was upset that, I wouldn't let her tap out. She felt like she was powerless, and she was also upset, like, how can they do that on the radio? And that was...
She should be management.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a very quiet, 2 to 3 hour ride home.
Oh, was it? What was said?
Not much. She wouldn't tell me what she was thinking at all. She just kept saying, I want to focus on driving. I want to focus on driving.
Oh, boy.
And, yeah, I mean... We had dinner together.
Did you have the kielbasa?
No. I can absolutely say that I would not have taken a dick. I would not have blown a dick.
Oh.
Yeah, but you probably would have said yesterday that you wouldn't have, oiled up your asshole and rubbed it on a dick. Weird stuff was going on yesterday, dude. I don't blame you.
Probably,
I think
on Tuesday, you probably would have said,
right.
I'm never going to jerk off a man while I'm kissing another man. So you can't say.
There's a weird place in here.
Yeah, so she was hysterical because she couldn't tap out for you. And, I mean, what's the deal? Is there a money issue in your family?
Yeah, well, we have our daughter, 13 months old, and she takes a lot of money. I have multiple sclerosis, so I've run up a fair amount of medical bills myself.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't look like it.
Yeah, it's I've had it for...
Oh, Jesus.
I was actually diagnosed about 3 months after we got married, back in 2008.
Oh, my goodness. So you need the money for what?
Well, a lot of stuff. We're just in credit card debt. And I honestly viewed yesterday's show as a job, and I would have done whatever was needed to get the money for the sake of a job.
Uh-huh.
I kind of...
Well, what else would you have done if we kept the contest going?
To be honest, I almost tapped out when we were going to lick armpits.
Right.
Whoa, that was nothing.
That was easy.
Yeah. Yeah, well...
we look back
at
Jesus, looking back.
Right.
It was using your mouth.
Yeah.
And, your tongue specifically. And the only other thing throughout the entire show that, like, you had to use your tongue, which, you know, in my mind, I thought of, like, eating something, was when I had to lick his leg before the kiss. Because none of the kisses were tongue kisses. You know, nothing like that. Putting a double dong with a condom in your mouth, that's nothing. That's just in your mouth. His toes in your mouth, you're not even licking the toes. You're just kind of putting them in your mouth. So that was the whole thing, was just, it was like an oral thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like him touching me with his dick and everything, it was just skin. And that's what I just kept telling myself, is it's nothing. It's just skin.
Yeah.
Kind of,
So how's the wife doing?
She's asleep right now. I'm at work.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, so how did you guys end it last night?
She went up to bed. I actually I had to take my medicine for MS, which I take once a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I took that, and it knocks me out. So that was it. It was a very cold evening. As far as not much talking.
Oh, yeah,
I was
huh?
just about to ask, without getting too personal, how are things with him and his wife physically? Because
Yeah. Well, any
I would assume
any
that-
spooning last night? Was there any spooning in bed?
No, to be honest. Usually anytime I do my medicine, it's just right to bed.
Is are you guys going to be all right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't see a terrible thing happening. I may have to talk to her a lot, but she's good at hiding her emotion for the most part, except when she breaks out into tears.
Which we all saw yesterday. That shit got real,
done that a few
man.
times in the past.
Yeah.
Like, I was driving around the corner from our house. She was in the passenger seat, and I took a turn a little too quick in the rain, and my car spun, and she was in that same panic because she felt helpless. That's the whole thing, is she breaks down when she feels helpless.
Oh, that was pretty helpless there yesterday.
Yeah.
I was almost breaking down crying yesterday's show once I left.
Well, how are you guys going to get money for your bills and everything else you're dealing with?
Just keep working. That's all we can do.
And we'll have the event next year,
No.
obviously.
Jesus.
No.
That is it.
Yeah, that's it for that.
Holy fuckaroni.
We officially say goodbye to the gay.
That's it. The gay is done on this show.
Yes.
Anyone that brings it up, anyone that brings up another event or something, it ain't going to happen.
We went out with a bang. We
certainly did.
Almost.
Almost is right.
Almost.
But John, you just didn't want to tap out, and at the end there, you're like, no, man, I want to keep going.
I was in it for the money.
But we ran out of stuff to do.
Yeah,
It really came down to, hey, we did every single thing but fucking. But fucking. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I would have taken a dildo or something.
What, in your butt?
In your ass?
Yeah, why not? Sure. But I was in it for the money. I wanted the money because it would greatly help us.
Yeah.
I assume it's going to be a weird Valentine's Day for you guys.
Yeah. The weirder thing was her parents called on Skype last night.
From where? Japan?
Yeah. Her whole family's in Japan.
Hello.
And?
They got Sirius XM online.
Oh, boy.
Well, I sit there, but she speaks Japanese and I don't.
Uh-oh.
So they were talking nonstop, and she wouldn't tell me what they were talking about.
Oh, man.
No.
Did you hear?
Homo. A jerky dicky. Bro job.
Yeah. And then
Nose in asshole.
yeah, but then
Yeah.
after the Skype, her grandfather called about a half hour later, and they talked for another hour, and she still wouldn't tell me what it was. She just said, "Oh, he just wanted to talk."
Very dishonorable. He fucking, on Skype, he committed Harry Carey.
Right.
He fucking took a samurai sword and disemboweled himself on Skype.
Probably just planning her return trip home.
Anything else, John?
Well,
He a very nice man. He get blowjobs on Park Avenue.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I view it like being in the military and having to shoot someone and not being interested in killing someone.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
You
It's
do
just
what
like
you
it.
have to for your job.
Just like it.
Yep.
American
I did
hero.
what I had to for the job.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for participating. I'm sorry your wife cried, certainly.
Yes, konnichiwa.
That wasn't our goal yesterday.
Well,
Our goal was to kind of keep it fun, and shit got real in here. And then it got really real after the show when I realized she was really damaged by the whole thing.
Well, thank you for the money. We do appreciate that.
Oh, the money.
Yeah.
The evil, evil money.
Yep. All right, man.
All right.
Have a good day.
Godspeed there, Jan.
All right, there goes John.
Yesterday, afterward, he tried to give me a vial of his empty medicine jar. I'm not quite sure what that was about.
Why?
I have no idea.
He was probably trying to show that he.
Hey, look, I need money.
I didn't know he was sick.
I have no
idea. He didn't look sick at all.
He's like, I want you to have this, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
For you to have.
Did you take it?
I just checked. I just checked Twitter. One guy goes, I was at first I was annoyed that we weren't picked for the Gay Off. However, very relieved that we were.
Yeah.
That's
it's like
funny.
you dodged the bullet there, isn't it?
And then Vince A on Twitter, I could see the O&A movie opening with yesterday's show with a voiceover. How did it all get to here?
It was fucking brutal.
You got to give it all those girls were cute. I mean, it was nice to have a couple cute girls in the room. That helped out a little bit.
Yeah, in that situation, did it help at all?
How much did it help?
Stop.
Yeah, they were cute to you because they were horrified.
It's like a tsunami coming in and going, thank God we have the bucket to bail the house out.
Right.
That's great that helped.
Anything else?
Exhausted.
Yeah, that was...
I've never been more affectionate with Jess than last night trying to cleanse myself.
Yeah, was that it?
We had to be physically intimate.
You had to?
Had to.
Yeah.
She texted me asking how the Gay Off went in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that... This is how I know that people have a lot to deal with now. Because she wrote... I said, hey, long day. And she was like, oh, I bet it was a long day. Ha, ha, ha. And then I said, it got so weird. And then she wrote back, oh, I believe it. You're playing with fire. What happened? Who did you kiss?
Oh, Jesus! How did everyone deal with it? Opie, what did you do when you got home? To deal with it.
I was just mad.
You were mad
because I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. So you were angry.
I was just mad.
Troy,
then because I left. And seeing the wife cry, that shit gets me.
Yeah, you saw that.
Yeah, that shit. Believe it or not,
I'm
gets
glad.
me. Yeah, I was like, fuck. The guy was in here it wasn't for a fun radio bit. He was in here because they're desperate for money.
I'm glad I ran the fuck out of here, man.
Dude, if you saw this, I know you're a cold-hearted son of a bitch.
Prick.
But I'll tell you, man, I think that one would have got to you.
Oh, that would have been bad.
It was brutal. He was holding on to her tight because it looked like, because I have unfortunately seen a couple of these over the years, it looked like she was ready to have a complete and utter nervous breakdown.
Wow.
And I'm like, holy fuck, calm her down, calm her down. It was just fun. It was for the radio. Don't worry.
How?
He didn't really do anything that crazy. And like I said, I had the pictures in my head of this guy fucking jerking off the gay performer.
That ham-handed, half-assed hand job.
Yeah.
Oh, that just was fucking... He's just rubbing the head of the guy's dick between his thumb and forefinger.
Right.
Waka, 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 waka.
And then I just finally tweeted, I said, hey, sorry, I've been in hibernation all day. And then, of course, the dumb fucking Twitter haters. You were in hibernation because you're embarrassed what the Philly crew would think.
I read every tweet in that voice now, by the way.
I'm like, and I would love to write these guys back, but at this point, it's just nonsense. The Philly crew, which I don't really say as much anymore, wouldn't give a fuck.
What did you do, Troy?
I went home and jerked off to porno.
Did you?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah. Straight porno.
Little straight porno.
Yeah.
What about
Lesbian
Sal?
porno.
Sal, how did you handle the aftermath?
I had a pretty depressing day. I went home. I took a shower.
Yeah. Well, did you curl up in the fetal position by the drain, crying
like Ace Ventura?
and the water pouring off me was just brown. It was awful.
Yeah.
You were bummed you weren't the one sitting in the lounge chair?
Yeah.
You brought that home with you, bummed out?
I did
missed a great opportunity.
All that attention go-go.
Yeah.
I did a lot of drinking actually by myself. I had
drinking, my God.
Yeah, I was really depressed. I washed my hands probably, no joke, probably about 15
Well,
times.
that shame will never wash off. That's a problem.
And I did jerk off later on in the evening,
Did you?
just to get it out, not to any memory.
It's of course.
What did you jerk off to? Go, tell me right now.
I forgot. I think it was.
Oh, boy.
I forgot.
Oh, God.
I
Troy, what does that mean?
Everybody knows what that means.
He was turned on by what was happening yesterday and had to fucking get a batch out.
I think it just may have added to the confusion that he's already got going on.
Like I said yesterday, don't wait 10 years like Fez did. Go harder. Don't wait fucking 10 years.
I'll tell you what he jerked off to in 3 words. The first 2 are go and go.
There it is.
Just
There
said
it
the
is.
same fucking joke twice.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Travis wasn't on mic. It's radio.
Like I said, I slept till 6 p.m. I was like, you know how depressed people sleep all the time? That's like, I had to just sleep for hours on end. And when I woke up, I decided I was going to crack open a bottle of wine and then I just perused like hate websites, like Niggermania and fucking all of the hate websites, and I started feeling better.
I wandered around the neighborhood and filmed my latest crazy guy.
Did you?
Yeah.
You dove right back
That's
into work.
right, I did. I wandered around and I found a guy I've wanted to film for a while, and the title of the video is "My Nigga is Satan."
Oh, right, okay.
My nigga is Satan. This guy is explaining why that word is Satan. Satan
it is?
himself, yes.
Well, judging by the new video from the Atlanta security guard, that word gets used a lot.
Really? One
it's a new one.
Is it a good video to play?
Well, toward the end, a woman gets in his face and starts repeating things over and over again. You never see that in those videos. Oh, boy.
What about E-Rock? What did you do?
I left here and had to go to my brother's house, and when I got over there, he's just shaking his head, looking at me because everyone at work heard.
And he didn't even hear the show. That's how he reacts to E-Rock.
Well, you know what?
Oh, boy.
That is true.
Oh!
He's just like, what are you doing?
Like I said, the only part that sticks with me is the fact that that couple was desperate for money. I was like, fuck, dude. But it wasn't supposed to get to that point. It was supposed to be ridiculously silly and
That's
stupid,
how things snowball out of
jokes.
control.
Right.
That's how parties end up in like rape charges. That's how hazings end up in deaths. That's how football camp ends up with some of the junior varsity team with pine cones up their assholes.
Next thing you know, you're rolling up a stripper in a rug and throwing her in a dumpster and hoping.
Driving to a quarry.
And hoping.
Oh, my God. Just terrible.
Mm-hmm. You want to hear My Nigga is Satan?
Yeah.
Not the whole thing, because there's some visuals, but the guy loves using his hands.
Let me tell you what's going on. There's this other guy, okay?
Keith Richards.
He's not from 21 North. He's from 21 South.
Oh. Right.
He doesn't like people, especially, people who aren't him, like German. So he's like, my nigga. I'm always trying to keep this guy, from 1941, etc., under there, and everything that everybody else does.
Holy shit.
Like, yo, my nigga, let me get you some pizza, let me help you to relax, let me get you a drink, let me give you some money. Because he's amazing. He's an amazing guy. And that's the way it is. That's the way
What's he
it really
doing
is.
with his hands?
My nigga is Satan. That's who I'm talking to.
He's a white guy, too.
And, it's an old name. It should never be said twice at the dinner table or something unless you really have to.
This guy's batshit crazy.
Same way you wouldn't say the word cake 3 times.
Those pacifiers
Why?
on the shirt?
Cake, cake.
Oh,
Gotcha. They didn't just lynch Negroes, they lynched Jews too.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
And they were very Italian. Like an Italian. Now, where's your lens, guy?
Whoa!
Where's your lens?
Whoa!
Where's your lens, guy? Get the picture of that tree for one millisecond and then come back to me. Dogs do this. They let it go, they leave it alone, and they walk away when they're done. People don't do that. They have to go through the whole pull the chain routine. That's why.
Now I understand.
There you go.
Holy shit. That guy's crazy. Look at him, he's hiding behind the bush.
That's a cut. That's going to be a cut there.
You think?
What a funny feel. Cut. You know why you don't smoke? You know how I know?
Why?
You have teeth.
All right, brother.
What are you doing?
All right, later.
Wow.
Yeah.
That guy is out there.
I've seen him. I've seen him a bunch in the neighborhood. Some days he's batshit. That's not him being batshit crazy. I knew he was calm enough where I could finally approach him. I saw him once taking a fucking chair and just slamming it into one of the bank windows over and over again, trying to shatter the fucking window.
What the fuck?
I love this guy.
Is he just like
and as I'm walking by him, I couldn't get it on film, but he was saying my nigga to everyone that passed. I'm like, it's just a matter of time before he gets a beat down. And then an old stupid Upper West Side broad walks by me. I'm laughing because I'm like, I love this shit. I love seeing this shit. She's like, someone has to remove him from the neighborhood. And I'm like, I would rather you be removed from the neighborhood than that guy, believe it or not.
Jesus.
You got to see the visual because he's all fucked up with his hands.
His hands are moving like a maniac.
And then, of course, hey, Opie, is that you? It looks just like you.
I didn't know you were.
Right.
Somebody did that with Jimmy the other day. Hey, Jimmy, I didn't know you were. The guy from fucking...
Hey, Opie, you look tired. So you can check that out on my YouTube channel, Opie Radio, my latest video. I kind of like this guy. I'm going to do some other videos with him.
It's on the Facebook, too.
Well, thanks for that, E-Rock.
Oh, E-Rock.
When we get back, it continues, man. Mike Francesa. Another article about him in the sports section.
Good old Mike.
We'll explain. We got two really good calls from him. These guys, I don't know if they listen to us as well. Like I said, I know we share a little bit of audience with Mike Francesa, so I love getting the word out that we're loving these prank calls to Mike Francesa. I don't think there are guys. I
don't think so either. They sound just like sports people.
Yeah, but it's getting
sports fans.
It's getting to the fan base a little bit. And
sports fans.
We're just saying we're just one of many trying to encourage this because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And some other shit. Oh, we'll do the security video from Atlanta. Is it worth playing?
Yeah. When the woman really starts getting on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And happy Valentine's Day to everyone today.
Happy Valentine's Day.
We're done with Valentine's Day reads, right?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we still have 11 reads today, but your popular show.
Wow.
Should we start now or go to break?
No Valentine's Day, though.
No. Whatever you want.
Because there's no delivery today.
You could do one right now if you want to.
Well, I want to do Black History Month.
Then do Black History Month, and then stay tuned for a read.
Yeah.
You know, some other places doing inventions this year, too. I thought that was a wonderful idea.
Yeah, but they're not doing it like we are.
That's what happens. They hear a great idea, and they try to cash in on it.
They have actual audio. You know, we have actual audio from the inventor and some gentlemen.
I suggested this thinking there's no way there'd be enough inventions. That would be of interest for this comedy piece.
Racist.
We showed you.
Yeah, no shit.
Especially the fact that we have audio of everything being invented.
Yeah, which is great. So
I love the black inventions. They're just hilarious.
It's amazing.
It's like, wow, look at that.
Well, you want a new one?
Yeah.
This is for Black History Month, and you still swear that these are real inventions.
They're 100% real inventions.
100% real.
Look it up.
Black people inventing this stuff that we're talking about all month.
I mean, the inventors are named in the piece, and I'm not making up the names.
All right, you can Google it for yourself if you don't believe. Here's the latest one.
This year, to honor Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show recognizes some of the great African-American inventors. Today we honor Jay Ricks, inventor of the horseshoe.
Well, White Lightning, it's about that time. Any final words, old friend?
Yo, B, what you gonna kill that horse for, man? Come on.
Well,
These feet of his just don't keep up anymore.
Because they bare as fuck.
Well, what do you mean?
He needs some of these, man.
Well, I'll be. It's like boots for a horse.
They're shoes, you redneck dick. Horseshoes.
Whatever suits your fancy.
Oh, she knows what suits my fancy, kid.
Hey there, stallion.
That's my wife.
The Horseshoe. Another African-American contribution to enrich our lives. For Black History Month, this is the Opie and Anthony Show.
The Opie and Anthony Channel.
Hey, some money.
Sirius XM.
Thanks for calling the Opie and Anthony FU line. Here's the latest batch of FUs.
Yeah, here's one for you guys. Another day of fucking hole-smoking, guy-on-guy action. What the hell happened to the Opie and Anthony show? Remember the good old days when we had tits and bush? And hey, how about that wow sticker thing? We saw boobs! Not anymore. It's all gay, so gay. Holy shit! I love you guys, but F you! Fuck you! This FU goes out to Jimmy, you fucker. When you said do his nipples, Daddy wants to nurse, I spewed milk and apple pie all over the dash of my truck. So fuck you, Norton. You're hilarious. Fuck you! This fuck you goes out to the emergency broadcast system. Every time I hear I get excited thinking I'll never have to work my lousy job ever again. I run for my gun, but then I hear it's just a test. Fuck you, emergency broadcast system. Fuck you!
Yeah, I'd like to say fuck you to the Russian punk band Pussy Riot for fucking up my search results on Google image search from here to the rest of eternity. Fuck you. Fuck you! Fuck these stupid weather channels and these stupid fucking newscasters that embellish the news. They've been born with fucking rose-colored glasses, never fucking lived outside of fucking Manhattan or their pretty little fucking apartment. Fuck them. Fuck all of them. Fuck you! And I like it with big FU to fucking Xbox Live. I work a 40-hour-a-week job. I come home. I try to fucking relax. And within 5 minutes, I'm being called a faggot by every 12-year-old on fucking Xbox Live. And then I get mad, and then I try and fucking explain that I have a 40-hour-a-week job, and I get called a faggot again. Fuck you, Xbox Live. Fuck you.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line. 866-FU line 1. That's 866-FU line 1.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
I'm beautiful in the way, 'cause I make no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. Don't hurt yourself and regret. Just love yourself instead. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. There ain't no other way, baby. I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. There ain't no other way, baby. I was born this way. Right track, baby. I was born this way. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Give yourself prudence and love your friends. Subway kid, rejoice the truth. In the religion of the insecure, I must be myself, respect my youth. A different law is not a sin, but leave capital H.
Why the Lady Gaga? What has she got, lupus or something? Is it lupus? I don't know what it is.
She's got borderline lupus.
Borderline lupus. You know what's weird? Jimmy's not here today. He's on Leno tonight, Kenny?
Yes, sir.
Or was he on last night? I get confused.
Tonight.
Tonight. So Jim Norton on Jay Leno. Make sure you check that out. I turn on Jimmy's mic, even though he's not here.
Aw.
Lady Gaga cancels her tour to get hip surgery. She's too young for hip surgery.
Well, apparently she's been having joint pain because she gets inflammation of the joints, and now she can't walk.
That's bullshit. Why is she doing this? More attention? She's not getting enough attention?
I don't know.
The costume thing isn't working for her anymore, so now she's going to get surgery she doesn't need?
She canceled her whole tour and says that, yeah, she can't walk. I'm canceling the rest of the tour.
See, that's bullshit, because she's the type of performer, in some strange, weird way, she would do it from a wheelchair, because that would be, like, cool.
That'd be cool.
Go to a piano
she doesn't need hip surgery. She's hip enough.
That's right, Anthony.
Right.
You tell him.
Yeah.
But right? But she would be one of the only performers that would go, you know what? I will just do the whole tour from a wheelchair, and my fans will eat it up.
Is that why she got fat? Because she couldn't work out or something?
No, she got fat because she wanted people to go, holy fuck, Lady Gaga's getting fat. What's that
exactly
about?
Right.
Huh?
That's right.
100%, right?
I think so.
All right. And you're a Lady Gaga fan.
Yeah, I definitely think she gained weight for publicity.
She's another one with those catchy songs.
I love her.
Yeah, of course you do. You got the shirt and everything.
This is a good one, too.
It sounds like Bonnie Raitt. Bonnie Raitt?
Bonnie Raitt. I remember her.
What's that big over-the-top song she did?
I don't know.
Looking for a hero? Who did the...
I remember that.
Is that
one.
Bonnie Raitt?
I think so. Right?
How's that sound? I don't know. Whatever. Why are we talking about Lady Gaga and Bonnie Raitt?
Total Eclipse of the Heart?
The Total Eclipse of the Heart was the big over-the-top hit by her. Is the hero line in that song?
I don't think that was Bonnie Raitt, was it?
No, not Bonnie Raitt.
Tyler.
Bonnie Tyler. Thank you, Anthony.
Bonnie
But you didn't
Tyler.
know that. You saw that somewhere.
Well, that's true.
Oh, Bloomberg wants to now ban Styrofoam.
Uh-oh.
What's that about?
I don't know.
What is that about?
Just trying to ban everything.
And put those new parking spots in around the city for electric cars.
Yeah, that's getting crazy. He wants 20%.
You can't park anywhere.
He wants 20% of all new parking that's
what do you
made
mean?
in New York.
What do you mean?
Like new parking garages and
Right.
any parking spaces that open up in the city. Sometimes they plow down a building and they build a parking garage.
Right.
All 20% of all new parking garages he wants to have suitable for electric cars to be charged at those stations.
Wow. He's trying to make this into a green city, huh?
He really thinks like he can make this utopian green city by closing streets and putting flower pots there and getting rid of styrofoam and.
Well, I mean, as much as we bitch, he's just trying to catch up with some of the other cities out there.
Is he?
Yeah, a lot of these cities are doing all that stuff. We're
I
kind of
thought
behind
he was the
here.
cutting edge guy.
No, we're not even close.
No.
No, man, look at our fucking subway system. It looks shitty. Go to any other city in America, they don't have shitty subway systems.
But you know, you got to give New York credit. The first city to really have them. They're archaic, you know. They just kept putting them together. And probably one of the most populous cities in the country.
Yeah, so why don't we have a kick-ass subway system where you want to be down below ground checking it out?
Too many people.
And we spend
What
money
do you
on...
mean too many people? That means that they're making a shitload of money, so upgrade our system. They upgraded a little bit here and there.
Yeah, they do. I think it's just hard to do when you have people using it every day. It's kind of hard to
You think
close
that's what
it
it's
down.
about?
Yeah, I think it's very difficult to do.
Fair enough.
Get those Japanese subways where they're riding on magnets.
Yeah, well, you know,
everywhere.
They were able to put them in, post World War II. Meanwhile, the New York ones started putting those fucking things in the 1800s.
Washington, D.C. has an amazing system.
Yeah,
You feel like you're in the future when you go down the long escalators into those really nice-looking tubes.
Yeah.
It's like iRobot.
It's cool as shit.
Ours smell like piss.
Boston, not so much, but at least like it's kind of theirs is cool because it's just old school in a nice way. If that
Yeah.
makes sense, you feel like you're going back in time.
Best systems in Hong Kong?
Hong Kong.
You know, I heard something once. King Kong, apparently, went to Hong Kong, right?
What happened?
And he played ping pong with his ding dong.
Oh, my God.
I heard that. I think it's a true story.
E-Rock, you're mad you can't find parking in New York City?
No,
That's the biggest scam going. You know that, right? They're taking away every parking spot because they want to give you guys, including myself, tickets.
Yeah.
They're all about giving out those tickets.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big moneymaker
Wow.
for the city.
Moscow looks pretty bitchy.
Even Moscow. That's what I'm trying to say.
So it's pretty much any place that we've attacked or destroyed has better systems.
Well,
than
yeah,
what we have.
Moscow? When we do that?
Cold War.
Oh.
No,
you
but-
know, I hear they serve you vegetable medley in that tube, too. It's great.
Well, Iraq doesn't lie, though. I mean, after we had our fun with Japan, we did them a favor. They upgraded everything. They had
reconstruction.
to. They had to. So they got all kick-ass new shit. Wait, 6 is the... Wait, what are we looking at?
The top subway systems in the world.
In the world, okay.
In the world.
So 10 is Barcelona. Look at how nice that is.
Barcelona.
You look like you're in an art museum waiting for your subway.
Pyongyang?
Yeah, the art museum is Pyongyang.
Pyongyang.
Well, where's the other one?
They don't have. They just have a picture of the map.
Oh,
that's the map of Barcelona.
Oh, so the number is below the picture we're looking at.
Yeah.
Sometimes that confuses me.
I
on these,
know,
on these
right?
top 10 lists. Okay, so it's Pyongyang.
Pyongyang style.
Pyongyang style. Looks like you're in a museum as you wait for your subway.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very nice.
Very
That's number
clean.
9.
Holy shit,
That's
it's
what I'm
clean.
talking about. I've been to a few cities. I'm like, why can't we have this shit in
Because
New
New
York?
York's got slobs living in it. It's terrible. Where's that? Montreal.
I've seen the
Montreal.
I've seen the Montreal subway as well, and it
Pretty
is
nice.
very nice. Yes.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool right
8.
there.
Let's keep going.
Montreal.
7 is Moscow. That looks
Moscow.
futuristic.
Very round, very shiny floor.
Yep.
That looks clean as a whistle too.
And then this is where the list gets stupid. 6 is New York City.
New York City.
It's not a nice system.
No.
Are they talking about an efficient system?
What are they talking about there? Read the New York one.
They're saying it's like an FU subway.
What?
The stations are grimy and have rats. The cars are totally overcrowded. The switches and rails are all worn out. For all its flaws, it covers an absolutely massive metro area and runs all day, every day. It sucks, but it works. So they're saying that the efficiency of the system makes up for its aesthetic.
Right. You are guaranteed to see a rat almost every time you go underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're bored waiting for a subway, when you're visiting New York, just go to the edge, but make sure no fucking subways are coming because they will push you over, as we know now, and you will see a rat almost every time. If there's not enough train action, the rats come out to just take a nibble or two, and then when they hear the vibrations of the fucking trains coming, then they all scatter again. You will see one almost every time.
If you're out walking around at like 5 o'clock in the morning, you don't have to go underground to see them.
I just haven't seen a rat lately above ground.
Dude, there's a supermarket by where my parking lot is in the morning.
Right.
Every single morning.
How many?
I've seen a dozen rats outside that supermarket.
Every day?
Every day I see rats outside the supermarket.
Every day, guaranteed.
Every day I see rats crawling
Film
around.
that shit.
Okay.
People from other lands, they love seeing rats. They love seeing rats, and they love photographing squirrels in Central Park. I'll never understand that one. I guess because from where they're from, they don't see squirrels. Because to us, squirrels are whatever, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like I've
They
seen
get amazed when they see a squirrel in Central Park. They stop walking, and they're like, they take out their cameras, they're filming, they're taking pictures.
Jesus.
On a windy day, I've thought that leaves were blowing across the sidewalk.
Right.
And then I realized it's a pack of rats running.
And it's outside a supermarket.
Yep.
That means they're in the supermarket.
Absolutely.
And that's why you got to wash your fruit and vegetables, right?
Oh, thoroughly.
I never wash my fruits and vegetables.
New York City is not a great place for grocery shopping.
I don't know why I don't wash my fruits and vegetables. Do you wash your fruits and vegetables?
Yeah. I don't. Ange does.
Yeah.
I don't do anything.
You have a person for that.
Someone actually washes my fruits and vegetables. No, because she goes shopping. She does the shopping, and then she washes them and puts them away.
I just don't do it. I don't believe it.
Boy, she's got a fucking disaster to come over to today.
Why?
She's been ill for the past couple of days. She hasn't been feeling good.
Yeah.
And, I can't take care of myself.
You haven't been picking up the slack in her absence.
Fuck no.
Why?
I'm terrible. I literally have my toys are all over the place.
Right.
All of my mail and stuff is strewn all over the table. And laundry, it's like I'm performing a fucking fashion show on a daily basis. I go through 10 costume changes a day. Clothes.
To come in here?
I don't know. No, once I get home, I shower, and then I change there again. And then later on in the night, I might want to put like sweats on and a different shirt. So I just throw that on the floor. There's clothes everywhere in the house, every room, just thrown about. And then there's like a dish with dried up macaroni in it. On the living room table, and then there's a half glass of wine sitting on another table. It's just a disaster.
You see the 2 shirts I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Got them off my floor this morning.
Did you?
And they didn't smell too bad.
Did you do the test?
Yeah. I mean,
you do?
Doesn't matter how much money you make, you still live the way you fucking used to.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, this one isn't too bad today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any shirts that I wear with an undershirt, literally, you smell the armpits. As long as the armpits are fine, it's not a dirty shirt.
Everywhere else, you don't have to smell the front.
No.
You smell the backside of your jeans?
Always. I've worn these jeans for like probably a week and a half. The backside's fine, so they're
I
good.
smell the backside, and there have been days where I sit there thinking if I could get away with it or not.
Febreze.
I actually,
Jesus.
I smell and I'm like, man, I don't know. These are kind of on the fence. I might be able to get one more
do
day.
The laundry?
I'm getting a whiff.
I swear to you, I got at least 10 pairs of jeans waiting to
Why
wear.
don't you wear them?
I don't know.
Just get a bottle of Febreze.
God.
I don't know.
Febreze your ass. Oh, well, Febreze your ass.
I don't know.
No, but
I don't know.
if you have
I don't
clean...
know.
They were comfortable yesterday, right?
Huh?
They were comfortable yesterday.
Yeah.
I'd like to wear those jeans again.
Kind of worn.
No, see, if I know that I have clean clothes, I'm going to fucking change like 3 times a day.
I sniff, and the other day I was like on the fence. And I did come in here with them.
Sniffing,
And no
I'm
one
with you
knows.
on.
Huh?
But sniffing, I'm with you on. But the on the fence deal is
It's
I'm not
usually-
with you. No, there's
That's
no
usually
on
a
the
deal
fence.
breaker?
You either got to be
Absolutely.
100% or 0. There's no gray area.
There's a whiff. Sometimes it's a disappointment, but it goes in the hamper.
Sometimes.
hamper.
And once again, I'll say it. Sometimes I'll smell my jeans, and I'll be embarrassed, and I'm the only one.
And there's 10 pairs of clean
I'm the
jeans.
only one in the area, and I'm still embarrassed.
Ding, 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 ding. Anthony is wearing jeans and a T-shirt as he makes his way down the stairs. Ding. This costume now.
But see, you wash your clothes so much, that's why you always get stuck with, like, Inspected for Awesomeness Day. Because, like,
Inspected
laundry
for
day is like every 4 days.
No, actually, laundry day is I usually don't wear Inspected for Awesomeness. But since Ange has been out, the laundry's built up, and I had to wear the Inspected for Awesomeness.
I was going to say, remember the rule was you wore a rock star shirt when it was laundry day. So whenever somebody was wearing it, oh, you're doing your laundry, and then next day they're back in their rotation.
Yeah, now
you're like day 4 of wearing a rock star shirt.
I know.
And you got the rainbow
I got
rock
the
star
gay one.
colors.
Why
You should
would
have
you
wore
wear
that yesterday.
Rainbow gay shirt.
Should have wore that
Get the
yesterday.
gay out.
Well,
You're wearing your rainbow shirt today.
look, sometimes when there's a lack of clean laundry, you got to go with the gay.
All right, where are we at? 6 is New York City, but they're basically admitting it's a shitty system, but shitty as far as how it looks, but it's
Shitty system.
What's number 5? Best subways in the world? London.
London.
I want to go to London.
The tube.
I want to go there badly. How do I do that?
There's airplanes that fly there daily.
Hey, smartass. I'm talking about with fucking 2 kids.
That's pretty good fucking. He totally nailed you there.
I know.
There's airplanes that go there.
I want to go there badly.
London.
What do I do?
Yeah.
All right, number
Take
4.
Bobo with you. Oh, boy. Right. We
I don't
get it.
I don't acknowledge that person.
I know.
Yeah, it does.
I do every day. I'm fascinated.
Number 4.
Hong Kong. There's a story.
You should have saved your story.
I didn't know. It was a different story.
All right. Number 3. Best subways in the world. Why are we doing this? We're committed, though. I'm sorry.
Paris.
I want to go to Paris so fucking bad.
Do you? Fuck them. I don't want to give them any of my dollars. American-hating pricks.
Wouldn't you want to just go and check it out?
No.
I want to check out faraway lawns.
They just ride bicycles around with grocery bags with baguettes sticking out of the top, wearing berets and smoking cigarettes between their thumb and forefinger.
Then I don't want to fucking deal with that.
I want to go to Paris and order freedom fries with my meal.
There you go.
Fuck you.
I'll have some freedom fries. That lasted 10 minutes.
Yeah, number 2.
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
All right, number 1 subway in the world. We can get through this.
Seoul.
It's
number 1?
That's the South Korea, right?
South Korea is best Korea.
That's the best Korea?
Well,
and
North
look, they got
Korea is
those
best Korea.
little kind of fence things up.
I thought you were going to say people.
Yeah, so you can't be pushed into the oncoming trains.
Where does the fence go when the train stops?
I don't. They might move.
Yes,
they might move. I've heard some of those things move.
Yeah, but then you could get your foot stuck in there and sue. We could never have those in the United States. And that's why. In Seoul, they could have the gates, the train pulls in, and the gates go down somehow, way, shape, or form. And somebody might get their foot stuck in there or something, but then they just go, oh, I was very stupid.
Yeah.
I should not have been there. In America, it would be, you are not, I'm suing the city.
Right.
Yeah.
We're lifetime New Yorkers. I mean, I took a 20-year detour doing radio jobs, but I am a lifetime New Yorker.
Yeah.
Long Island and whatnot. In your honest opinion, why can't we modernize New York City? Like, you do see these other places, they do figure it out.
I think it's so crowded and such an important fucking hub of freedom and democracy in the free world.
You don't think it has something to do with corruption over the years?
Well, maybe.
And a lot of fucking red tape that other
It's probably no
unions.
one. Yeah,
what
unions.
is it?
It's probably no one thing, but man.
But I mean, when you go to some of these other cities, you realize how behind New York really is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to clink my ice.
Why? Who cares?
Who cares?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I was really thinking about going on a cruise this year.
We're going on a cruise.
Because, with the two kids, it makes it tough to fly around like I used to.
Yeah?
I used to love my flying around down in the Caribbean and stuff. But
You have your cabana wear?
Huh?
You need cabana wear.
No,
for
you
your
do all
cruise. that.
I saw all your videos.
Oh.
You do all that. I don't think I would fucking shop, especially for a cruise.
Oh, come on.
We were really close to pulling the trigger and doing a cruise just because it'd be a little easier this year, and then maybe go back to flying next year. What the fuck is going on with that cruise ship?
Well, that's Carnival, man. Oh,
and why
boy.
the fuck can't they? Why couldn't they fly in supplies sooner? Why was the cruise ship allowed to go 500 miles off course?
Well, that's the company, I think. I think they're all ixnay. Let's take care of this ourselves. Let's not get bad publicity. And then things kind of escalate, and then they're like, all right, we need some help.
Oh, so they were hoping. Oh, so they kept it under the QT or whatever.
Well, I think they try to handle it themselves at first.
So what? They kind of like flew some guys in that might know how to put an engine back together?
Yeah,
is it an engine problem?
Well, this is they had a fire that affected the engine, and the engine, is everything to those ships, power and all kinds of shit. And then after a while, it's like, okay, now we got to tow this thing in.
500 miles off course, though?
That's crazy, right?
And then they only started flying in supplies, yesterday or 2 days ago at this point?
Yeah.
It got to the point where they were handing out onion sandwiches?
Yeah.
It should never get to the point where they're giving out onion sandwiches.
I bet they try to make it exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening on the Lido deck, onion sandwiches. Come on. Ding, 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 ding.
People were shitting in bags and leaving it outside their rooms? This is your vacation?
Yes. There was apparently like sewage sloshing in the hallways on some of the decks.
And people are just squeezed out on the decks trying to get fresh air all day long?
Yeah.
Crowding themselves?
Yep. 2-hour lines to get onion sandwiches.
To get the onion sandwiches?
Yeah, stand on lines. Just a disaster. They're towing them in at under 5 knots to Mobile, Alabama, which they don't even get a nice destination. Some of the people are going to want to get back on the ship after they get off at Mobile, fucking Alabama.
Good old Mobile.
Yeah.
What else was going on that cruise ship?
Imagine conga lining through fucking raw sewage. You're just kicking your feet up and big lumps of shit are splashing on the wall as you're just conga lining through duty.
Doing the limbo, man?
Yeah.
Oh, you fuck up the limbo, you're going to get a bag full of shit.
The girl's hair is fucking dredging through the fucking shit water.
People are actually sleeping on the deck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because their
so
rooms
stuffy.
The rooms are shot.
They bailed on their rooms a while ago, especially the ones that don't have the windows. And,
hot.
And whatnot.
4,000 fucking people just stuck.
And they don't have a system where they could get these people off the fucking cruise ship?
Oh, I think to do that would be a huge liability.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Can't just helicopter people off the ship all day long?
That's crazy. And why would the company want to tie up an entire another cruise ship?
Well,
if they brought
guess
them
what? They have
onto
no
that
choice.
Oh,
You're 500
man.
miles off course, and there's sewage rivers in the hallways.
I mean, where are they going to do it? Then you got to deal with the people that were booked to be on that ship.
Right.
The ship that they use is like the rescue ship.
It's a fine ecosystem, right?
Oh,
the cruise industry.
You gotta fucking keep everything on schedule.
Because now they're fucked. I heard this cruise ship's going to be out of commission for at least a month and a half.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cruises they're going to, lose out on.
Carnival's the worst.
They had something happen last year, too.
Yeah.
Why is Carnival the worst? That's Anthony's opinion.
Cheapest.
It's a party cruise.
Yeah.
I think we're safe to say they're the worst, considering the situation at hand.
It's the cheapest one. Their ships. They have, I think, the oldest ships out of all the cruise lines. I like Royal Caribbean.
Wait, you said they're the what? The cheapest?
The cheapest, yeah.
And the oldest.
Enjoy your Twitter later.
Oh, yeah.
Not all of us can afford.
Your AIDS.
You're
so right.
forgot where you came from.
I bet when you were knocking 10.
There's a lot of us. That's all we can afford.
AIDS. I went on a Carnival Cruise. It was great.
It doesn't matter what the fuck you say. There's an idiot out there. There's an idiot out there.
That's exactly what they would say.
I'm proud of the Twitter voice invention.
I love the Twitter.
It's one of my proudest fucking inventions.
It's all I do when I read Twitter now is AIDS.
But it should be said. It should be said. Because I think people do get most as far as my feed goes, my followers, most of them are beyond cool.
Yeah.
And these guys, it's so obvious now.
Yeah.
How ridiculous a very small percentage of these people are. They look like idiots now. Oh, really, do we? Yeah, you do. Anyway, you were saying it's the worst cruise line.
Yeah. It's I've just heard horrible things about it. It's you get something like Royal Caribbean. That's a good cruise line. Even Norwegian. I enjoyed going on Norwegian. Royal Caribbean's
new ships are awesome.
Yeah, Norwegian's got some crazy new ships.
I saw one, and I don't know if it was like they were fucking around with the commercial, because a lot of times in my house the fucking audio's down because we're doing shit. It was a cruise line, and it looked like a mini city with the buildings on the top. Were they just fucking with that for the commercial, or was that
was for the commercial?
Oh, it wasn't the actual cruise ship.
No.
Okay, because I was like, what the fuck? It looked like a mini version of, like, let's say, Midtown Manhattan. With all the buildings?
The big thing to do with them now is the whole center of the ship is to look like Central Park.
Yeah. They make these giant big walkways through the middle of the ship.
Stores and restaurants.
Yeah, it's like a mall. And then they also have interior balcony rooms now, where instead of having the room with the balcony on the outside of the ship, they're on the inside, so you can look in at people walking around.
Oh, that could be kind of cool.
It's fucking just amazing, these things.
That could
Huge
be
hotels.
cool, yeah.
But the thing is, those motors, that runs the show.
those old Carnival ships. There was a period between the late 80s to early 90s where Carnival was doing a tie-in to sitcoms. So, like, the sitcom would go on a cruise.
Oh, wow.
Like, Growing Pains did a couple episodes on a cruise ship. One or two of those ships, I think until recently, were still active. And they're supposed to switch them up every, 10 years.
Yeah, if you don't modernize the ships, and you could tell, the ones that look like giant bricks placed on a boat, they're just big square. They got no form to them.
A lot of the European cruise lines look like that.
Yeah, they're just terrible. With the little tiny balconies on this just wall of rooms on the sides of the ship.
What makes the Norwegian so amazing?
Royal Caribbean and Norwegian, they're new ships. They're newer ships. They're giant. They have all the modern amenities.
They're the biggest ships in the world.
Yeah, giant, just fucking giant ships.
I think if next time, like the Epic or something that comes into Manhattan here, I think they allow you during that downtime on a Sunday or Monday, you can get a visitor's pass to look around the lobby.
Oh, no
and
kidding.
stuff like that.
Stow away.
I gotta check it out. Now, E-Rock, I'm a guy. I need to be out and about.
Yeah.
Would I feel claustrophobic on a cruise ship? I've never done one of these over-the-top cruise ships.
You think you need to do a million things when you go on a cruise ship, but most of the time it's like there's all these activities in place to go. But in the morning, you just throw a towel down by the pool, and then you're just laying out there and drinking all day.
Dude, they got all kinds of shit to do, and it's a giant. You don't realize how big it is until you're.
So you don't feel crowded?
Actually, no. Especially,
that's so weird.
Especially
And you don't even
if
feel the waves
you use a little bit of your fucking cash.
Right.
That way you get one of these rooms it has their own area, their own little pool area, their own lounge area.
The butler and piano.
Yeah, the butler, the piano. You don't have to go in the general population.
I just can't wrap my head around it.
And then you're stopping at islands. You know?
I know, but I can't wrap my head around the fact that all of this is in one boat on the water.
It's crazy.
I can't wrap
It
my head
really
around
does get you. When you think about it, you're just like, holy fuck, this is amazing. When you're taking a shower in some of those rooms, they got a giant window that just overlooks the ocean. And you shower, and then you turn around and realize, oh, yeah, I'm in a ship.
That's so
not
weird.
in a hotel.
Yeah.
And you can get
really
up early in the morning. They got Starbucks or an equivalent to Starbucks on all these ships.
I'm an early
now.
riser, E-Rock, so that would be good for me.
Hope you'd be walking around the deck.
That's right.
Everybody
Shooting
else is
video
coming out
people.
hungover.
That's right. Stupid!
Is this a live read? That's funny. That would be good. We should get fucking... Send this break off to Royal Caribbean.
That's right. Let's get some free
Norwegian
fucking trips for our listeners.
Let's go live. This used to be their big commercial.
Yeah, I used to
They'd show them rock climbing.
I used to love this song.
Really?
Yes.
Man.
They killed this song for me. Jeff in Orlando, what's up?
Hey, so let me tell you a Carnival story. A few years ago, went on a cruise out of Cape Canaveral with my wife and kids and another couple of their kids. And first of all, we booked the cruise a couple months beforehand, and we looked at pictures of the boat. Then we got there, and it turned out it was a Katrina refugee boat. So they'd removed all the decorations. So there was nothing on the walls. All you could see were sort of like the faded area on the carpet on the walls where there were pictures. They took all the sculptures out of the center of the boat because it was a refugee boat. So after we got on, they gave us hot dogs, which is great. And then we went. You did that practice evacuation.
Yeah.
They did the practice evacuation. Then they actually evacuated the boat and put us in a parking lot for 8 hours while they checked the boat for a possible bomb threat.
Sounds great. Why would they?
Awesome.
Why would they put you on a boat that was a refugee ship without, putting it back into service and redecorating it?
It's Carnival.
Did you get a refund or something?
Oh yeah, we after the bomb threat, we got back on the boat, we got our bags and left, and they gave a refund, and I got the feeling that they give a lot of refunds.
Man,
they were really, really good at it.
This guy, there's so many cruise ship stories coming in. This guy, I don't have time, but he said he went on a Carnival ship when he was 16.
Yeah.
Then went again when he turned 30. It was the exact same shit.
The same shit.
Is that possible? That's what this guy's saying.
That's, definitely possible.
And then the other thing with the cruise ship that's having the problem, and they're slowly getting it to Mobile, Alabama. They can't get in their rooms because no electricity. They can't use their electric keys.
Their little electric key.
There's no workaround for that.
You'd think
There
there
is,
would
but
be.
they'd have to make a duplicate for everybody.
Well,
for
too
the
fucking
manual.
bad. I swear I would find something and I would break down the door to get into my own room.
You'd have to imagine everyone, 4,000 angry people, are trying to just do things,
of course,
and get answers. Imagine the crew must be flustered.
You think they're like sequestered deep in the ship somewhere?
Housekeeping's nowhere to be found.
Right, hiding.
Just hiding. Don't let them find us. We're here.
Could be the one guy yelling, "I need towels."
Yeah, fucking towels, you bitch.
You think there's a lot of yelling on
A
that ship
lot
right
of
now?
yelling.
If you want a good video, that would be the time to do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
God, yeah.
Some guy said he got phone calls from his wife who was on the ship, and he goes, it's just the entire time her and her girlfriends that he went with, that she went with, just crying on the phone. She goes, every call, it's them crying. So imagine all these women crying, men yelling for things.
This is going to be
awful.
Some lawsuits.
Oh, yeah.
I was on the Norwegian. What the fuck? Dennis on Long Island. Dennis.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning.
Boy.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I was on the Epic for my honeymoon, and we got on the ship that morning in Rome, and you can't possibly see everything. You know, the food, you get sick of buffet food after a while. There's like 12 restaurants, from French to Italian to a huge steakhouse.
Dude, I never even went. I was on the Epic, and I never went to the actual place where you're supposed to eat dinner. Like their
the
big
main dining hall.
Main dining hall, yeah.
Why? You should have just to check it out.
I went to all the restaurants.
Oh.
It's floor to ceiling in the back restaurant. The food was okay
Yeah.
in that restaurant. We went there, but the bands that play there all night long. I mean, we spent 5 hours in the comedy bar during dueling pianos.
Yeah.
Right.
And all you do is drink. They buying people drinks. It was amazing.
And then one night I ordered food from one of the restaurants to bring it to the room. They brought it like I was in the restaurant. They set up the table like it was the restaurant and had like a waiter that would come to the room and wait on you.
Oh, so you go on that ship, everyone gets a waiter?
No.
Enjoy your Twitter. Enjoy it.
If you're going to go on any cruise, Norwegian. They take care of your kids if you want. It's so
Sure.
Yeah, and you basically you're saying that you
butt
didn't see everything.
Oh, forget about it. You can't. If you see everything, you're not getting off and doing any excursions.
Wow.
We did a couple. We had one complaint. They gave us our complete money back, and they accommodated us with like a voucher on the ship. And it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Norwegian's fucking good, man.
Yeah.
The ship. I mean, we got a chance to see the Breakaway, which is coming out of New York soon, and it's amazing. I had a balcony view. You can only imagine. Every day they come, they clean your room, fresh towels. A problem with
Oh,
towels.
you should see what you do. What they do when you grease the guy $500 the second you step on the ship. I gave my fucking butler $500, and that guy couldn't be there enough.
Wow.
That was great. He would actually come in and wipe the cum off of the girl's back. It's amazing. He just Jesus.
Listen, unfortunately, let me tell you, I was my first cruise ever, and I would definitely, I want to do another one tomorrow if I could. Get out of this cold weather and go someplace Caribbean or tropical. It's beautiful.
Right on, brother. Thank you. Let me.
Have a good day, guys.
All right, let me hit up Brent here. Brent, what's up?
Oi, Brent.
Yeah, that boat you were talking about that looked like the downtown Manhattan on it, that Breakaway that the guy was just talking about. That's that ship. It's
So that is an actual ship?
No.
Norwegian Breakaway.
It's the best of New York City sailing to sea, so they just put that on the billboard. So it looks like the city, but...
Oh, okay.
They got it painted on the side of the boat. It's not actually on the boat, but yeah, that one's going to be sailing out.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not too outrageous to think they would do that.
At some point.
Eventually, they're going to go too far, and the whole fucking thing is just going to sink to the bottom of the ocean with 4,000 people in it.
Oh, boy.
How are they testing all this shit out?
It's
a
amazing.
water park on the boat.
Yeah.
Not a slide, a park.
That's amazing.
The new Disney ships have these clear water tubes. So when you do the water slide, shoots you off the ship. You go off the side. Now you're just hanging over the ocean while in the tube, and then it swings you back at an angle real fast where you come right back onto the ship into the pool.
I really do want to do one of these cruises.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The Epic has a bowling alley, has a bar that it's always under 32 degrees. It's an ice bar.
The ice bar. That fucking bowling alley's hilarious. I went on.
You
went
can't
bowling.
bowl on a cruise ship.
Yeah, well, I did.
Especially if you take your bowling seriously,
dude.
They got those stabilizers down.
You know what's fucked up?
Oh, they got it down?
Yeah, you never feel.
But let me tell you something. One night, it was fucking rocking and rolling. It was so nasty out there that even with the stabilizers, sometimes you get those nights, and it was rocking. We were hammered bowling, and you could definitely see the ball. It was like, hey, I put a lot of English on that. It's like, no, the boat just fucking rolled.
No kidding.
That way. But I always think it's funny that on planes, you get the slightest bit of turbulence, and they're like, ladies and gentlemen, please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts until the captain has turned off the... Bing, but on these ships, you're bouncing off the walls, and they're just like, drink and bowl. Meanwhile, the boat's moving a lot more than planes do in turbulence.
Really?
Yeah. It's great.
I got to check. They have an outdoor movie theater now?
And they have an outdoor movie theater and an ice bar.
Yeah, the ice bar.
The whole back of the ship is a huge pool, but it's also an amphitheater with a gigantic LED screen.
Yeah, they put on shows back there, so you're outside.
Is this Norwegian?
Yeah, they do concerts and movies. And
All right, someone who works for Norwegian, I got to be set up nice. I want to go away in like 3 weeks. Is that possible?
3 weeks.
I'm not even joking.
In
Is
3
that
weeks.
possible?
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Especially in
There's
this
sites where
economy.
you can,
Yeah, you
find
think it's
last-minute
possible?
deals.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A good room? Whoa. I don't need the Kumia suite or anything, but something,
dude.
something in between would be nice.
Don't go half-assed.
No, you want a balcony.
You get the giant fucking balcony room.
How many G's for the week?
Gee. I don't
know what they charge for kids, though.
Trying to think.
So I'm thinking.
I'll sneak my kids on the boat. That's easy.
Oh, is that just put them in put him in your luggage?
I'm thinking 2,500. You can get everybody on.
For the week?
Could be a little A little more expensive than that.
Yeah, for the Anthony Cumia experience?
No, he
type
doesn't
of-
want the Anthony room.
Oh, you got to have
Yeah,
the Anthony Cumia experience.
Yeah, he doesn't want the Nagel experience.
All right, let's get this done, Norwegian. I'm waiting for you.
And he
I'm waiting
doesn't
for
have
your
the
phone call.
He doesn't have the diamond status discounts.
I think I want to do one of these for real.
I did a week.
Easy.
I did a week and a half for $7,000. Yeah.
Yeah, but you
How was
you
that?
had that one of two rooms that exist on
There's
that
only
ship.
2 of the rooms on the whole ship.
Wait, I spend that going down to my spot in
Dude, believe
in the
me,
Caribbean.
it's well worth it. It's crazy. You're fucking in a room where there's hallways in your room. There's doors and hallways in your fucking room. It's crazy.
And Justin Stengel, he's just starting to listen today, obviously. He writes, there's a death boat out there right now. Why go on a boat? No, I got turned around on the whole thing because I'm listening to these guys.
You just don't want to take Carnival.
Yeah, Justin, fucking rewind this show. This is how the break started. I'm like, why would anyone ever want to do this? But then these guys turned me on to the Norwegian, and I'm all in now.
It's great.
And knowing everyone else is like, fuck cruise ships for a while, I slide in nice now.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Look at those
everyone
rooms.
else is second guessing
Oh.
and
Yeah, and I'll-
canceling, and you'll get some good deals.
And I'll just fucking do the fucking...
private villa.
Oh, it's like
and
the
I'll
courtyard
Congo line
thing.
my whole family right on.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yep, that's the private little area.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
All right. So where are we at with the ship? Is it getting close to Mobile, finally?
Yeah, I don't even know where it is now. It's still out there in the fucking Gulf.
I think today's the day it comes in.
They're in
and
their
here,
stench.
hold on.
Rebecca had called her mom about 1:30 on Monday, and I could hear Rebecca talking to her mom, just crying. And then I had my daughter just crying, Mama, please just come get me. I want to come home. Just come get me, Mom. It's so hot. I'm so want to go home. Come get me. Come see me. It's just that devastating, gut-wrenching cry. You want to get to your daughter. We're just paralyzed. We cannot do anything. We can't get out there and
That's
rescue.
exactly
We're
what I was
waiting,
talking about.
and we're at the discretion of when they come in and the weather and everybody who's trying to help. I'm so thankful. Everybody who's trying to bring them in. We want them back. We want them home today.
Oh, my goodness. It must
On
be just
land.
terrible. So we're getting word that it should be, and of course, as you know, these things change a lot, but sometime around 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock this evening is when that ship will
I'm
be
going to want to
coming
hear
in.
some of the interviews of the people
port.
getting
Here's
off.
what
That's going to be
Carnival
great.
Cruise Line's
Load up
president,
on those
Gary-
sound clips for
Gary,
tomorrow.
Cahill
Can I
said,
fly
"No,
down? I will have my
He
viral
basically
video.
had an apology. Let me play that for you.
Uh-oh, what's this? The apology?
Yeah. What a doodle.
I think it's very important that I apologize to our guests and to their families that have been affected by this very difficult situation. At Carnival, our promise to our guests is to provide a great vacation experience. We try very hard to do that.
Well,
all the
you
time.
failed miserably.
It's obvious in this particular case, we did not deliver on that promise.
Yeah, that might be the understatement of the year. What they've been offering, from what we know, is a $500 per person compensation, a full refund of the cruise and related travel, a bus ride or a chartered flight out of there,
Okay,
and
terrific.
a 15 to 25% discount on a future cruise. When you hear that apology and sort of the list of things that they're offering for compensation, what's your reaction?
Yeah, I just stand and I'm just shaking my head. I cannot imagine that the horror that they have had to deal with no food, lines to go to the bathroom, seeing urine and feces sloshing in the halls, sleeping on the floor, nothing to eat, buying no food, $500. What's the emotional cost? You can't put money on that. What is my 12-year-old daughter seeing? What is she seeing? I don't understand.
As you're describing that, ladies, Lou's on our panel this morning is saying that he's curious to know if you think your daughters are going to need counseling, and then who would underwrite that? I mean,
only in America.
Yeah, of course.
A cruise gone wrong, the kid needs counseling. Why is she alone on a fucking cruise?
And will you try to get them someone to
I
talk to about
swear
all
to you,
this?
I would turn this into a good time for myself.
that's correct. Yeah. We don't
I'm not
know
sure
what
with a
they've
family,
seen. We
but
don't know
if I was
if they're
on there by
Oh, if you're
myself,
just there by yourself, it would be
I
a pisser.
swear I would have a good time because I'm living through something a little different.
Right.
If they're laughing, we don't know if they're huddled up in a corner crying, and
They're probably huddled crying.
they're wanting to get off that boat. We have no communication. That's what's lacking here. We're going to speak to our daughters. then we're going to see their
All right. All kidding aside, I mean, it is a fucking horrific situation. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't understand how it got so bad where there's just feces in the hallway.
Feces and
They're
urine.
eating onion sandwiches. Like, what's going on with this company that
Oh,
they're
man.
not prepared for? Like, this is pretty much a disaster for these families.
Yeah.
Why can't they figure it out? There has to be some kind of system in place before it gets to the point where they're putting their feces in bags.
I have no idea why it got to
And
that
you got to
point.
think they've run out of bags by now.
Oh, they're just shitting over the side. There's probably been shit, like shit streaks down the balcony.
It's gotten past that where they probably tried at first to shit over the side. Now they're just shitting wherever they can.
You know,
I take 3 dumps a day, and I'm not, and I would continue with my dump schedule.
If the hallways are full of shit, you might as well just go in the hallway and
I'm
take a dump.
serious. But how does it get to that point?
Oh no!
How desperate is this company? And then they're only offering them a $500 voucher, and what?
That's it.
And this cruise is paid for, hopefully.
No.
What do you mean?
They're
No?
offering you a $500 voucher, and then any travel to and from the cruise, cruise-related travel, they're offering you a refund on.
Right.
But
what do you mean?
And then 20% off the next cruise or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, they're fucked. This could sink the company. Who would want to go on one of their ships anytime
I think
soon?
the insurance takes care of it. is
Yeah,
what it
no,
is.
I understand,
Yeah.
but it's going to hurt future business.
Yeah, it might.
Why
Yeah,
would they
it
only
might.
do that? Why wouldn't they say, all right, obviously this fucking cruise, we're refunding everybody.
Yeah.
We'll get you home for free, and then give them some money on top of that.
I don't know.
They probably assume that wouldn't be enough for people, and people would sue anyway, so they're just probably just
Yeah.
waiting it out for the
lawsuits.
Now, Victor.
Is this guy Victor Blackwell? Speak. Why isn't he talking?
Just hogging camera time.
He's just standing there.
We're obviously having some technical problems with
Obviously.
his connection as he is in Mobile Bay on a boat, and we're waiting for the ship to come in exactly that direction. But as we've been told, it'll be sometime around 7:30 this evening, 8 o'clock this
Oh
evening as
my
well.
God! I am watching TV tonight.
Oh yeah, I want to
That's
see.
that's gonna be great TV.
I definitely want to see some of those fucking people bitching and complaining.
Absolutely. Oh wait, now we got a helicopter.
Oh.
That's right, Soledad. They're actually farther out than anticipated at this
Oh,
hour.
boy.
We're flying just south of the mouth of Mobile Bay, and we were expecting to see the ship in about an hour or so.
Big
But
stink
again, they're
cloud over
delayed.
it.
You have to keep in mind they are moving at only 8 knots,
8 knots.
which is basically 9 miles per hour. It's a very tough job. They have 4 tugboats
Oh,
basically
Jesus.
escorting this ship towards
What do they
this
usually do?
area.
22,
And as you
23,
mentioned, this is going to
27
take
knots?
all day.
Yeah.
They're not expected to arrive here until later this
They
evening.
can't even see the ship yet because they don't want to take the helicopter out that far. Is that what's going on?
Maybe, yeah.
Miles from the port, which again,
Oh my God, this is a great story.
Oh, they are going to be some angry people. They're probably going to tell them, ladies and gentlemen, please avoid speaking with the media when you leave the ship.
Yeah, right.
I think they're just throwing furniture and everything just over
fuck
the
yeah.
I'd be throwing shit over the side.
I would be, yeah.
Clear my room out
Yeah.
by throwing everything
Fuck yeah.
over the side of the ship. That'd be hilarious.
That's a great story.
I can't wait to
See it
hear
as
it.
well. Thank you for that update. Let's get right to John Berman for a look at some other stories making news today.
Thank you so much, Soledad. We are getting to hear from some of the victims who survived close encounters with fugitive ex-cop Christopher Dorner.
The Dorner story, yes.
That was funny. There's some jokes. He was celebrating Ash Wednesday.
Yeah, that was the obvious joke, though.
Because he burnt. Yeah.
Somebody mad saying Mobile's a nice place to live. Relax.
You know what? For the rest of the country, Mobile is portrayed as a shithole.
Well,
So, you know.
John in Mobile, Alabama.
You
What's
got
up?
a bad rep, dude.
Hey, Mobile is not a damn bad place to live. I grew up in Miami, and I live in Mobile now. And goddamn, everybody here drinks. It's a damn Catholic place more than Baptist and all that shit. It's a port city.
Dude, do you understand that for the rest of the country that doesn't even really know the ins and outs of Mobile, that Mobile has a reputation of being a shitty city?
Well, we just finished Mardi Gras.
He's trying to sell it. This guy's the Department of Tourism guy.
Why would you want more people living there?
Yeah. Iraq? Comment?
Does anybody remember that Mobile is where they saw the leprechaun?
Right? Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. We're going to find that for the break.
Yeah, that's a little good example of Mobile.
Yeah, we'll give you a nice example of Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah.
They got an
We haven't
FYE.
played this in a while. What?
They got an FYE in Mobile.
No shit,
they?
really?
So-
I still have a gift card for FYE.
Well, probably the last
$50.
place where there's actually an FYE in business.
I'm going to fly there just to use my gift card, I think. I hate wasting gift cards. I really do.
Yeah. That is a bad thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Carnival is part of a big conglomerate.
Oh, shut
He's
up.
trying to sell Mobile.
We get it.
Sorry.
We took a shot at your area.
Believe me, they're not going to come back in with the cruise ship and decide to spend the rest of their vacation in Mobile, Alabama.
Well, I know that. That's good.
Good job defending your city, though. I like how people get all uppity about their cities. It's nice.
All right, well.
I'm going to go take a piss.
Yeah, we got to take a break now.
Yeah.
And did we find the Mobile, Alabama clip?
Yeah, I have it.
Nice.
So this is Mobile, Alabama. Mike Francesa prank calls next and some other shit.
Fun.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community, many of you bringing binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun? Say yeah!
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff. And it told him to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
We're going to get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, it's still on there, guy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, man.
This guy helping to direct traffic says he's prepared for his encounter with the leprechaun. He's suited up from head to toe.
This wars off spells right here. This is a special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was Irish. I just came to help out.
Others just came to get lucky in hopes a pot of gold may be buried under this tree.
I'm gonna run a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where the gold is. I want the gold. Give me the gold.
Delsner Rufino presents Bob Kelly's Titty Mountain Highway Tour. Head down the Titty Mountain Highway with Bob Kelly's Titty Mountain Highway Tour. Featuring the smash hit song Titty Mountain Highway from the platinum-selling album Titty Mountain Highway. It's Bob Kelly's Titty Mountain Highway Tour. Rolling down the Titty Mountain Highway to a city near you. Tickets on sale now.
Great. My computer just crashed a bit.
Did it really?
A little bit.
Oh. So why does Bloomberg want to ban Styrofoam? That's where that last break started. And then we went all over the fucking place. I need to know why. Does anyone know why?
I guess it's very
it's not good.
Unenvironmental. Or something.
Because it's hard to recycle. I get it. Mayor who has already targeted fat, sugar, and salt in the city will turn to Styrofoam. Basically, they have the real name for it. I'm not going to even attempt to try to say.
Polypropylene?
You messed up too there, sir.
What is it?
We'll turn to extruded polystyrene foam, saying it clogs up landfills, does not biodegrade, and might harm human teeth.
What?
I added that part.
Oh.
You ever chew on Styrofoam?
Ow.
It's kind of fun, no?
No.
So
I don't think it's fun.
Can we get rid of Styrofoam? As a society, you think?
We use it a lot. We love our Styrofoam.
Yeah, we really do. Why can't it break down? If it came from the earth, why doesn't it just break down?
That's what I think about everything.
Yeah, I don't think we really make pollution.
We take stuff and then we mix them together, but it all came from the earth.
Yeah, it's all earth shit.
We're not pulling shit from outer space.
That's real pollution.
Yeah, anything from outer space.
You bring that shit back from outer space, now you're polluting the earth.
But everything.
But if you're just digging around and finding shit and combining it with other shit and you make this shit, And then I always used to laugh at Earth Day because I'm like, wait, so you want us to clean up our area and then just move the garbage somewhere
else?
And that means we're helping the planet? That's so stupid.
Yeah, what's the difference as far as the planet's concerned?
Right.
Yeah.
We're just moving our shit around.
Just move it
But it makes us
around.
feel better as human beings, I guess.
It's like cleaning your room, and you take your shit from one side of the room and you move it to the other.
Right.
Room's not clean.
It's not.
Wow.
It's so dumb. It really is dumb when you break it down. We used to have to go in the schoolyard for Earth Day and like clean up the whole fucking thing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Made you police the area, huh? Clean up.
Yep.
Assholes and elbows.
Yep.
Get down on the ground. Pick that shit up.
Mike Francesa.
Ah, yes.
It's becoming one of my faves.
Yeah.
He really is. And I laugh every time one of you guys sends me the the Mike Francesa head on somebody's body.
Yeah.
The snowblower one was the last one I got, where it's his just giant head. You've seen him enter the wrestling ring, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You got that real
Yeah,
fast?
they've taken...
We'll just do it for us because we don't have a visual in the show. But somebody,
Thank God for yesterday.
somebody put Mike Francesa's giant head on somebody entering the wrestling arena, going down the aisle and all that shit. And it's just his big, dopey head on a wrestler's body. You don't know where that is, Sam Roberts? You're a big WWE fan. That thing has made the rounds.
You're in images.
I know. It's an image.
No, it's actually a video.
Oh, my God,
with his
Sam.
head moving.
Why aren't you
it's a
listening?
GIF.
Yeah, it's probably.
Oh, my
Might be a meme. It might be a meme.
A meme.
It might be a meme.
A meme.
A meme.
Meme.
A meme.
I know what you're
Come on, Sam.
Is it
I think it's the one.
Is it a GIF or is it a meme? What was the other word? I can't.
Meme.
No, it's a meme. What was the other one you came up with?
Oh, we would always...
What was the one we were just doing the other day, too?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there it is. It's Vince McMahon with Mike Francesa's head on him.
Vince strutting to the ring.
So stupid, but fucking makes me laugh every
Strutting.
time. What was the other word? Oh, not Entenmann's.
Entenmann.
There was another one.
Entenmann.
What was the other one, E-Rock? You know?
It wasn't like linoleum or something, right?
No, it's going to drive me nuts. I think we were doing it off air.
Entenmann.
Oh, yeah, there's the Ray Lewis fucking, that ridiculous
Mike
dance that we don't have
Francesa's.
to see anymore.
Yeah.
But it's Mike Francesa's head on Ray Lewis's body. They fucking
does this?
They're hilarious, though.
Why did they pick Francesa's head?
And you
does have a big head.
You can never show your weakness because then, people take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And with Mike Francesa, they're taking advantage of the fact that he gets really bothered by this shit. And then he tries to tell everyone he's not being bothered.
Yeah, those prank calls.
But it's so
they
obvious
piss him
he's
off.
bothered.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in the paper again today, a big article in the sports section because of a prank call that he received yesterday on his show.
Oh.
And we got it here for you today, in case you haven't heard. And Mike Francesa, I don't think he's syndicated, is he?
No, he's just in New York on FAM, but he's also on the MSG network.
Yeah, okay. So a lot of America probably knows who he is by now.
Oh, sorry, the Yes Network. Yes
Yeah,
Network.
okay. So he's doing his little sports talk show yesterday, and this happened.
Nick in Bohemia, what's up, Nick?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good.
Listen, as a Mets fan, I mean, you really can't be too confident going into it.
No,
into that
but I wouldn't be confident this year.
I mean, you can't. But I want to just talk Piazza with you for a second. Do you think if it does come out that he is gay, that he'll be the best homosexual catcher we've ever seen?
I would think he would be the best homosexual catcher. I would agree with that. Yeah. I mean, I think that's true. But I don't know of any others anyway.
Oh my God.
You didn't understand the whole catcher reference here, did you? But the paper's like all about it today.
Yeah.
Because they're now saying that Mike Francesa thinks Mike Piazza's gay.
Oh, yeah, because he did just say, yeah, I think he would be.
And he goes, I don't know of any other ones.
Yeah.
But Mike Piazza swears he's not. He's married.
But why would the paper...
He has a book out, I think. That's why he's
So I'm
being
not
talked
gay?
about again. Yeah, basically saying no, man.
Why would the paper report that as a real story? It's obviously a prank phone call
Yeah.
that Mike Francesa had no idea what to do with, so he just answered.
The paper's so stupid, the news. They don't get... Like that woman from yesterday when we played the clip of the prank call from Howard's show.
All right.
I mean, they don't know. They don't know anything.
And it amazes me to this day how little they really know.
Yeah.
Because I always looked at TV like it's this great place where these people are very knowledgeable, and I still get tricked into all that shit. And then you realize most of them are just a bunch of dummies that read shit.
They're readers. They read teleprompters, and that's it.
Have you checked out Robin Meade yet?
Mm-mm.
Holy fuck!
What's that all about?
Robin Meade. She's on CNN Headline News, and she's getting a little older now. But she's basically a playmate.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Holy fuck.
Yeah. And she was filling in for Piers Morgan last night.
Yeah.
I don't even know what she was saying. I was just watching her.
She's no kid, but she's got a...
I looked her up. She's 40.
Body on her.
She's 43.
Really?
You're looking at 43 right there.
She's got a good body on her there.
And she was filling in for Piers Morgan, and I was just staring at her. I swear to you, I didn't give a fuck what she was saying.
You think those are natural breasts?
Hell no. Hell no. But she's on Headline News every morning.
Yeah?
Her teeth are extremely white.
Mm.
But look at what she wears.
She wears go-go boots and a fucking little mini skirt.
Tiny polka dot.
And then she tries to
skirt.
Geek herself up with those glasses and the big fucking librarian bun on her head.
But I was like, fuck Piers Morgan. If I was CNN, I'd move her over today.
Yeah.
Today, because she got me watching. I don't even know what she discussed.
Who cared, right?
I know I saw Jane Fonda, and I know I saw the guy that used to be on Sex and the City. This is what I could tell you about I don't know what either one talked about.
Yeah.
And I'm not fucking trying to make a bit here. I was just staring at her for an hour.
Yeah, she's a looker with some... giant tits.
And then I did some research, and she was voted like one of the top 10 beautiful journalists that we have out there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There were a few on the list that were a little, probably shouldn't have been on the list. Megyn Kelly, I believe, made the list. Mm-hmm. That Erin Burnett made the list. Who else?
About the one from right there.
Which one now?
From Fox Business. Fox Business News.
No, she didn't make it.
She's fucking...
And she's hotter than some of the ones they had on the list.
She's pretty... What about Jill Nicolini?
Jill did not make it. Did not make it. Mike Francesa. So then he got hit with another call yesterday.
Oh, boy.
2 yesterday alone. Oh, and this one is really good, and I'll explain why in a second.
Francis in Astoria. What's up, Francis?
Hey, Mike. First time, long time.
Good. What's up?
Just want to let you know we're going to be getting some snow later this afternoon, so no naps, huh?
Let's go. You got something important to say. Let's go. You want to say something about the Mets or no? All right. So there's some fool. There's always, there's folks. There's always a fool. You can't. I don't know why they waste your time, my time.
Isn't it our time?
Here's a guy who calls up. Does he think he's going to affect me in some way? I mean, God, I've been doing this 25 years. Do you think anything you say is ever going to bother me? Steve in Astoria, what's up, Steve? I mean,
hey, what's up, Mike? How are you?
Just clueless.
I know. Listen, I know. I sometimes get on your nerves, but these guys.
No, it's mindless. It's children at play. Sometimes their parents shouldn't let them use the phone. Is what it comes down to.
He is so bothered by it. That's why I love these.
You could tell he's bothered by it.
And when we're lucky because we're not niche. Like when you do sports radio, man, there's a lot of time you got to fill up because you just can't. It's tough. Yeah. Like we could move all over the fucking place. We could do a music break. We could talk about movies, technology. We're all over. So he should embrace that shit and have a little fun with it. Fuck it. And then they'll actually go away.
He gets so annoyed.
Because now everyone's all in. Because there's been 2 days in a row in the paper where they're talking about him and his prank calls. So he's going to just get more and more now.
Now he's going to get more, and more people are going to hear that and pile on.
Right.
And see how annoyed he gets.
Right. He's absolutely annoyed by all this.
Yeah.
I love it. If the people are listening that listen to that show and are involved with this, keep it up.
Yeah,
Please keep it up. Still looking at Robin Meade pictures, I see, Sam.
Yeah, there's a couple of bikini shots.
What do you think?
That's from a while ago, right?
It has to be, yeah. That's dating her because the gals don't wear that type of bikini anymore. Did you find the top 10 list?
Top 10 hottest women.
In news or I don't know what the fuck it was. It was part of the whole Top 10. Yeah, here we go. We have to watch David Beckham in his underwear before we get to the top 10 hottest news anchors.
I don't know if we're allowed to watch this ad on this radio show anymore.
Why?
We're trying to get the gay out
Oh,
completely.
yeah, good point. So no sound. I'm going to close my eyes. Let me know when I can open them.
Oh, God. Oh, what the fuck? Commercials. Fucking 3, 2, 1. You can skip commercial.
Why would we?
All right, so we got, let's do this. Amy Robach.
Amy Robot?
Bach.
Oh.
Yeah, I always liked her. Yes, she's on NBC now. Thumbs up for her. No, I don't think Megyn Kelly's hot. Why does she make every list?
You know what?
I know she's one of your Fox broads, Ant.
No, let me tell you something.
Have you seen her in person?
No.
She's not hot.
You know what it is? She's blonde.
But the blonde thing always throws people off, and they vote on the blonde curve.
Not only that, you know what it is? It's her personality also, I think, goes a long way. She kind of makes jokes and stuff when she's doing the news.
All right, but I think they're going for just hot, not personality, which could be, could make a girl hot.
Personal. Yeah.
She makes all these lists, and I just don't see it with her.
No, I think there's a lot more bombshelly girls out there than her, but she does all right.
This is another list, by the way. This isn't the one I looked at.
Oh, but Sam.
It's fine. We're all about the top 10 list today.
Yeah.
We did, Subways, and now we're doing news anchors.
She?
Erin
Erin
Burnett.
Yeah.
She is hot. But I'll fuck it up for people. Her top teeth, I'll push together a little too much. You'll see.
Doesn't arc enough.
Like this way.
I got you.
You do got me, right?
To tight a hairpin turn?
Yeah.
It makes a hairpin turn instead of a nice wide sweeping
little
arc.
tight, which makes her look rat-like when she smiles.
Oh, I like that ratty look.
But besides that, she is pretty hot, this Erin Burnett. Not that smart, though.
Yeah, no? Okay.
No, not smart. CNN loves her, though. Who's this one?
Betty Nguyen.
Who the hell is Betty Nguyen? Got to pronounce that G, Sam.
I don't think so.
You gotta.
Oh.
Every letter,
yeah.
Every letter that's in a word is there for a reason. You got to pronounce every one of those fucking letters. So that's Betty Nguyen. Nguyen.
Yeah, that's one of the most common last names in the world.
What?
Nguyen.
No, it's not.
Nguyen?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
No,
I don't know any.
No.
I've known many people with that last
I don't hang out with a Nguyen.
I would go with Chin way before that.
I don't know. It's keep an eye out for it now that you know. I'm telling you.
I will, Sam.
Thank you.
All right, move on to the next hottie.
Oh, yeah.
Jenna Lee, Fox Business Channel. Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, I've seen her.
All right.
She's all right.
No.
She looks like a frump.
Deirdre Bolton from Bloomberg News. Unless they got a bad picture, I say fuck no.
Like you looked at her picture and we're just no.
Yeah.
I hope she was listening.
Who gives a fuck she's listening? Julie Banderas, yeah, they go with her a lot. Fox News, she's aight.
Yeah.
She's aight.
Raven-headed beauty. No, stop it.
It says the caption says Rachel Maddow, and then under it says, "Oh, just kidding. He's a stand-up dude, though."
Oh, okay. All
okay.
right.
They were,
Jesus.
all right, they're having fun with the top 10
got
list.
me.
All right, I respect that. That is no. Rachel Maddow, no. Margaret Brennan from CNBC.
Margaret.
Talking about the down.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
She's quite beautiful. Yes.
The SNP.
I love what he does.
All right. All right.
Blue chips.
Come on.
Who's this Courtney Friel? Who? Fox News. I don't know her either. She smiles funny. She's got a funny smile, so I say no to her. Fuck it. Let's get her off the list. Rebecca Jarvis. She's got the plastic face. She's in the plastic face category with that other broad. The fucking
what the hell's her name?
Sandra Bullock.
Ooh.
Sandra Bullock has plastic face?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to start noticing plastic face girls.
The woman from the bus.
Yeah. There's a few girls out there. You only see them every once in a while. They have what I call plastic face. Sandra Bullock absolutely has it. And this Rebecca Jarvis has it as well.
Yeah.
It looks too like, I can't explain. It
looks molded.
It looks
Yeah.
molded.
It's like a molded face.
Yeah. So I say no. Fuck. And there's our broad that we hate that has to stick up her ass every morning on the morning Joe.
Don't put her up there.
Mika
God.
Brzezinski.
Can't stand her.
She stinks with her stupid stick up her ass. I hate this list. This wasn't the list I saw. And why isn't Robin Meade on the list? Oh, now we get to go to the TV's best nymphos. You want to continue with the list?
Yeah.
Let's continue with
see
the
what
list.
this holds.
Oh, God.
Look, we just stumbled upon the best nymphos on TV.
The blonde from Reno 911.
Yeah, all right. We can go through this fast.
Mona from Who's the Boss?
Stop
Stop it.
the fuck? I hate lists. Fuck
You know
lists.
who's going to be on there?
Oh, God. Nina from Just Shoot Me.
I don't.
I see what the next one is. I hope you guys are
I know.
ready.
Yeah, don't look
no.
above. Don't look above. You're going to wreck the
No,
list.
I know who this is going to be.
Go ahead. Best nymphos
Hi,
on TV.
boy.
Samantha.
Samantha from Sex and the City.
Ugh.
You know, guys.
Sex in the City. I wouldn't mind having some sex in the city.
Oh, fellas.
Yeah, she's the fellas
Doll.
broad. Fellas.
Fellas. Oh, ugh. I hear this music. My dick goes inside myself. It fucking disappears like a turtle head.
Speaking of dicks, I had 5 before lunch. Ugh. Did you?
Well.
We get it.
Let's get another round of Cosmos, girls, so I could get a little drunk, so my pussy loosens up even more and I can fit 10 cocks in there.
I took a pipe in my ass last night.
Oh, it's hurting. Why aren't you sitting, Samantha? Well, funny story.
She always has a funny story about
funny story.
a dick.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, I hated that show.
Terrible.
Our old PD turned me on to that show.
Really? Which one?
Gary Wall.
Oh.
He goes,
I
man,
thought
you
it was
know,
gonna be-
he goes, look, hear me out. Sex and the City, I know it's a broad show, but they do a really good job capturing New York City. And now that you guys are afternoon drive in New York, it might be to your advantage to watch the show.
I remember him saying that.
You do, right?
Yes. Oh, shut up.
I need to write just a quick coffee table book of all the dumb things PDs have said over the years.
Yeah,
Imagine
yeah.
just going on the air and bringing up like Manolo Blahniks and designer names. And, like,
You
Right.
start
Sex in
watching
the
it
City.
to see where Mario Cantone blew you off to go to.
We didn't mind
right,
that he
yeah,
blew us
yeah.
off, though.
Yeah, he
We were done with Mario.
Kind of ran his course.
That guy was so obsessed with being famous. He would come in here, well, in the old place, and just obsess about being famous. And he finally got it, so good for him.
He's the host of
Yeah.
Steam Pipe Alley.
No, I know. We used to talk to him about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So.
Now they got the Carrie Diaries, I guess.
Yeah, new series.
There's a new series with that fucking smoking hot little blonde girl.
So they finally decided to go with hot broads.
Yes, who
All right.
supposedly she grows into Carrie at some point.
So she grows into that big horse nose of hers?
And would never happen. This girl is
That girl's
stunning.
not going to turn into fucking
Get a picture of her.
Sarah Jessica Parker's character. That's supposed to be the same one?
Stop.
Get the fuck out.
Get another picture of her.
She
Don't
was
like
up
that
here.
one.
Huh?
She was up here
What? When?
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, she's pretty smoky.
She was in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Really?
She was one of the little girls.
No.
Yeah.
She's way better when her hair is straight.
Fucking stunning.
Yeah, she is really a looker. All right. I might have to watch the Carrie Diaries.
Now, I have to ask. I haven't watched the Carrie Diaries, but is it a retro piece? Is she actually in like the 80s or something?
It's a prequel. She is in the 80s.
So she's in the 80s.
So they're going to have some 80s shit?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Being children of the 80s, this is going to be perfect for us, man. They're going to bring back some shit we're going to remember.
What, it's like every fucking time they
will.
show her, is it like, red skies at night, oh, 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 oh.
You'll definitely remember it. I don't know if it'll...
There's a lot of music from the 80s.
Wang Chung?
Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
What's that?
I don't know.
Well, there's a planet. It's filled
What's this?
with commercials. And
Commercials?
What's this, man?
Figure I'd give you a taste of the Carrie Diaries.
We should get a little taste.
We should. Can we go back to the nympho list? I feel like we need to complete list. No, I mean after we do the
After
fucking
we
Carrie
see
thing.
the Carrie Diaries.
Yeah, well, the commercials. Huh?
Carrie Diaries.
Oh, we can't click out of this one, huh?
I hate that. Boy, they've gotten that commercial shit down, haven't they? They figured out how to really fuck us. on the intratubes.
By the way, don't you dare click out of any of my ads on my YouTube channel, you motherfuckers.
Oh, here we go.
Before there was the city, there was just me, Carrie Bradshaw. It's 1984. Ronald Reagan and shoulder pads were all the rage. I'm trying to figure out who I am with the help of my family, my best friends, a sexy new guy,
of course,
and a hot new city. Figuring out who I was and finding my voice wasn't going to be easy, but I was pretty sure it was going to be a lot of fun.
Dangerous territory.
Well, that's obviously
that's it.
Show for little kids.
It's the whole episode. I mean,
look at
Christ,
man.
It looks like 9 to 5.
She is fucking pretty cute, though.
Yeah, she's
must
pretty
say.
hot. All right, back to the nympho list.
Christ.
Please. We left off with Samantha. Yuck.
Yeah.
Lori?
From that
70s show, the older sister with the Farrah Fawcett hair. Yeah, she was always talking about fucking. What?
Hold on a minute.
I thought that was...
this has to be a prank. I'm going to say, before I take this phone call, that we're going to be pranked. I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. Jeremy in Rochester, the home of Brother Weeze. What's up, Jeremy?
Guys, what's going on, man?
Hey.
You guys seriously don't think fucking Cynthia Nixon's a fucking hot piece of ass?
Come on.
You're pranking us, right?
Come on.
I'm not pranking
Because
you.
I don't have time for this today.
I'd rather fuck
Holy
Richard
fuck,
Nixon.
Man. She's so fucking hot. She's not. Dude, bullshit, dude. You totally fucking hit that. You know who was hot from the 70s show was the mother. She was the hottest piece of ass.
All right.
So,
He's being an asshole.
All right, you're being an asshole.
Okay,
all right.
Exactly.
All right, you really scared me. I needed to know if you were
Nixon.
pranking us or not. You see what she married?
Oh, God. Cynthia Nixon, obviously a
can't-
lesbian.
Yeah, which fine. I don't give a fuck about. Of course, now great.
Oh boy,
great. Thanks.
Oh,
I didn't know you were married to Cynthia Nixon. I didn't know you were a lesbian. How does Cynthia Nixon's pussy taste?
AIDS. Oh my God.
That is more of a man than all of us.
Yep.
So I would say officially she's not a lesbian. She just doesn't get the pipe in her.
Right. She don't like the dick. She likes everything about a man except that pesky dick.
That's a man.
That's a man.
And she goes through life dressing like a man.
Yes.
So then how are they lesbians? I don't understand this fucking world. I get confused.
Cynthia Nixon was in what, Little Darlings? Was that the one?
But can I ask you something? If you were a chick, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? I'm a lesbian. I'm a lesbian. Wouldn't you go for the hottest piece of ass-looking girl out there?
You'd think.
Why would you go, all right, I'm a lesbian, but I need a girl that looks like a dude?
I think the hottest piece of asses are going for the dick. Very hard to get one if she's a lesbo.
I think there's got to be a few out there.
There are.
She's a lesbian.
They're scooped up by celebrity lesbians.
Oh, because then she's basically got a guy, but she's a lesbian.
A dickless man.
A dickless man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Like, if I was a lesbian, I would go for, like, as they say, the lipstick kind.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the way to go.
What kind of lesbian would you go for if you were a lesbian?
Yeah, lipstick. Oh, God.
Like, you would have to have big boobs, right?
I would go for Richard Simmons if I was a
Richard
lesbian.
Simmons.
He looks like
his fucking head.
He looks like an aging orangutan. I'm starting to learn how to say that word properly. Orangutan. I used to say orangutan. Let's see what he says.
Vegetables, dairy, fat, protein, and starch. There's nothing other than that. I know that you need some of it in the right portions, unless you're a diabetic with the sugars, but basically, it's portions of food.
Is so distracting.
And today,
look at.
people starve. They eat one meal a day. They drink the liquid, shakes and all of that. But with my program, it is just.
He looks like shit. He should not be giving any health tips
You make it
anymore.
sound so simple, right? I mean, if you think of the number of Americans who
shut up,
struggle with weight,
Soledad.
and then when you describe it,
You don't
as
like Soledad?
No.
I like when Soledad talks about like black issues. She is so white.
Why are we
Look
an
at her.
obese nation?
Because we have low self-worth.
Oh, is he crying? What?
20 years ago, a teacher could have said something to you, or your grandmother said you're not pretty enough, or somebody at work made fun of you.
He's crying. He's crying.
And it's like a reel in your head, and those words keep going over and over.
How much dick
and then you don't believe in yourself.
did he take in his asshole to make him cry at the drop of a hat?
And then you take food and stuff it down to hide your emotions.
Why is it so personally moving to you? I mean, you're crying practically. And
because that's what he does.
I know. Wildly successful.
It's not about me. I call and email thousands of people every week. Even if I've known them 20 years. And they're not doing well. I always think that maybe after a phone call when I sing them a song...
What's he crying about?
What are you crying about?
Turn it around.
Really?
I take it personally. I wish I could tell you. It's just like...
That's terrific.
I see my
She does this
head on
interview
their
with
bodies.
him.
Huh?
And I
Not
suffer
acknowledging that
their
he's
pain.
wearing a ridiculous
How can
tank
your
top and shorts
exercise
combo.
and food program
You can act like a
you're describing
man.
as a
What's the matter with you?
psychological dilemma?
Because they're going to see real people that have lost weight. People come in all shapes and sizes, and there's no scales
Wearing
at
a
the gates of
bedazzled
heaven.
tank top.
Yeah,
But
your
on this
shape is
earth,
shit.
There's no
It's
scales
not
at the
just
gates
about
of
you
heaven.
and
How
your
does he know?
health. It's about being a good example to your children. We have obese children. We have obese teens that
wearing
get
lipstick.
bullied, and some commit suicide.
I can't get
We have
over the
young
hair.
adults who
You
really
could
don't
see
even
how he
know
would look
what
if
they
he
wanna do.
just had a little bit of hair underneath, like
As
picture him without the wispy fucking dandelion shit. Like you could see what he'd look like with regular
raise money
hair.
for breast
Because
cancer
it's, I think he's using that spray shit.
He looks horrendous.
Really bad.
Time to get rid of the tank top at least.
Oof.
And wear pants.
It's a bedazzled tank top.
Terrible. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man.
All right, where are we on the info list? So now we're up to, what's her name?
Claire Huxtable on 227. So Sandra.
Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
She was famous for a while, huh?
Kelly married her children.
All right, now that's the first one I could say yes to on this list.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Grey's Anatomy.
Meredith from Grey's Anatomy made the TV info list. Number 2. Lois from Family Guy. Lists stink. Number 1 is Blanche.
Blanche! I hate that!
What a buzzkill.
Another dopey list.
Blanche.
It's just stupid. Are they at least having fun with it like the last list we read? Huh?
We always had to admire Blanche's willingness to take out her dentures and go to town on any male member of Miami's trendiest seniors.
Yeah.
Wow.
We give her bonus points for not letting Dorothy's witty one-liners or ample bulge discourage her. It's B. Arthur they're talking
B. Arthur, of course.
And her bulge.
Because she's like a man.
She's got a dick.
A cock.
And balls.
And big balls,
Big
yes.
balls and a shaft and a head and a dick.
Poor Maud. B. Arthur had to go through her entire life as an actress,
right,
not being attractive.
No.
For a woman, that's got to be a bitch, man. You want to, I guess at some point, you want to be the leading lady.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an actress, you want to be the lady that guys are interested in romantically in a movie. And she knew that she never, ever had that.
Yeah, I mean, guys looked at her like she was a dude.
Right.
Forever.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
The country was falling apart. Betsy Ross got it all sold up. And then there's Maud. And then there's Maud. And then there's
God will get you for that. Look at her. She was never attractive.
Oh, God, you're right.
Compromising, enterprising, anything but tranquilizing.
Right on, Maud.
I bet you she was beautiful on the inside, though.
That's what counts, right?
Hey, what was the next list?
Oh.
I just needed to know. I think maybe some OCD's
We
kicking
love a
in.
good list.
I think OCD's kicking it today. What's the next one?
World's hottest politicians.
All right. I don't know. Who's that?
We don't even know who these people are.
Oh, she's from Italy.
Oh, I remember.
They're going
Italy.
worldwide.
They always go hot in Italy with their politicians.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
Who's that?
What?
I don't know.
Boy, the curve is really...
Yeah, USA
you know.
doesn't believe in hot politicians.
Oh, God,
Oh, my
stop
God.
it.
No, I don't even know these people. No,
Oh, go
keep
on.
going.
They don't have.
No.
Oh my God! What is this?
No, keep going and fast, because then we can get to the next.
Boy,
list.
these politicians.
No. Sarah Palin, number
That's
2.
Number 2. Who's number 1 most attractive politician?
Oh God,
That's terrible.
All
Terrible
right.
list.
What's the next list?
Extremely underrated South Park song.
Now they
forget
lost
it.
me.
All right, we're done.
Now they
we're
lost
done.
me.
We're done. Hey, our pal Bill Burr was on Conan. Everyone's talking about Bill Burr's latest appearance on Conan O'Brien.
He's hilarious.
He broke down a little bit, talking about Patrice O'Neill and the big benefit show that we're all going to be at next
Got a little
week.
choked, a little choked up while he was talking about it at the end of his segment
next Tuesday
with Conan. Yeah, show a good clip of him. Christopher Walken fucking kicking his ass.
Really?
In that movie he's in. Stand-up guy, is that it?
Right. I hear he makes
guys.
a really strange noise. Is that what?
He gets
something
punched
like that?
in the throat.
Really?
Yeah, Walken fucking takes him out. Hits him right in the throat.
Well, I got just a little taste of Bill Burr's appearance on Conan O'Brien, talking about the internet, people on the internet. This could be fun.
Yeah, he's good.
So we'll go to break with this.
LL Cool J, let's talk about him. He was encouraging the fans all night to interact. I'm guessing that you're not going to go along with that idea either of fans
That's
interacting.
because LL can beat up the internet.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right.
I wouldn't encourage going back and forth with fans. I would say 13% of people on the internet are cool. The rest of them, they're just a bunch of animals. Why would you want to talk to them?
Wait, you're saying only 13% of people are
cool. 13% are cool. The other 87% are writing horrific stuff under YouTube videos. They're assholes.
Yeah.
They are. And I don't know why. See, these are the 13% that are cool.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM.
We had a very, very happy vacation. We had a very happy vacation. We had a very, very happy vacation. We had a very happy vacation tonight. We had a very embarrassing. Right, let's go ahead. Embarrassing tonight. We had a very, very embarrassing. Right, have it tonight. We had a very embarrassing. Right, let's go ahead. Embarrassing tonight. We had a very, very embarrassing. Right, have it tonight. We had a very, very happy vacation. We had a very happy vacation. We had a very, very happy vacation. We had a very happy vacation tonight.
Sirius XM, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Ow!
What happened?
How do you do this? How do you do this?
What happened?
How do you do this? Yes!
I don't know what happened.
Look, I can't.
The headphone is stuck on your thumb?
Yeah, but how do you undo it? Oh, fuck.
I don't know what happened.
That's never happened to you?
Never.
But then you don't know how to get it out.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know how that happened either, but then it's not logical where you just do that to get yourself unpinched. Unpinched in my headphones. Did I sound like a pussy there?
No.
That fucking hurt a lot. You sure? Harlem Shuffle because of Harlem Shake, I'm thinking, E-Rock. You're a fucking bright man.
All right.
I was being very sarcastic.
Oh.
Jesus, Sam.
Thank you.
I liked this song when it came out.
Did you?
Yeah. This was pretty good.
I wish he had played the Harlem Shuffle coming back.
This is the Harlem Shuffle.
You mean Harlem Shake?
Oh, yeah, the Harlem Shake. That's right.
Now, this is a new song. Brand new, right? We're on this one.
Harlem Shake? Harlem Shake, you're still cool. It's not like...
Well, this is our Gangnam Style. We did Gangnam Style. We were right there when that song broke.
That couldn't be less true.
How late were we on that one?
I mean, months.
No.
Yeah.
Impossible.
No, you were really late to Gangnam Style.
No, man, we know our pop culture.
Like, when you started saying, look at this new song, Gangnam Style, I was like, who invited the dads? You know what I mean? It was done.
Oh, man.
No, that's you. That's you trying to fucking beat us up a little bit.
A little bit, taking a little shot.
We still have our edge when it comes to pop culture. We're always right there, man.
Usually.
Right there.
Usually.
Yeah.
Right there.
Not always.
No.
Usually.
Fully involved.
Give me one pop culture question.
Who thinks Michael McDonald is still relevant?
Nice. See, now you're talking.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to play today?
No, I don't want to play anymore.
What?
We already went over this.
I don't think we went through his whole catalog, though.
Look, no one said Michael McDonald was relevant. We were goofing on the way he sang and the fact that his hair looks like he fucking saw the burning bush. It is nothing to do with relevancy.
Would you rather have his hair or Richard Simmons' hair?
Yeah, well, Michael McDonald has a great head of hair. It's just stark white.
And you know what?
Like fucking Gandalf.
There was a few years there. He could have just dyed it and no one would have known the difference.
Exactly.
It's when you get a little too old and you're still dyeing it when people go, what the fuck's going on?
But the thing is, he went that salt and pepper route for a while. And if you don't start dyeing in that period, you can't go fully gray and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, how you doing?
Do the ladies love the salt and pepper look?
I think so. I think there's some fucking...
Why is that?
Shows a little life experience.
Oh.
It's distinguished.
That's what the hair dye commercials go. Yeah. I don't want to get rid of all my gray.
Right.
It shows I have some experience, but I'm still young enough to have a good time.
But it also shows the ladies that your cock just doesn't get as hard as it used to. It's not as turgid.
Turgid?
Why would you put that message out to the ladies?
Ladies?
Ladies, I got salt and pepper hair, which means I don't get as turgid as I used to.
It's not quite a hard-on. My dick swings about like an airport windsock.
But I'm going to run in the rain because that's what Cialis makes you do.
Yeah.
Going to run in the rain and then canoodle with my woman on a fucking hammock.
Yeah.
Why would you be canoodling on a hammock if you got a turgid fucking rod because of Cialis or whatever the fuck the commercial's for? Which one is it for?
You'd be in there fucking. You know who had the salt and pepper look and looked pretty good with it?
Huh.
Tom Skerrit.
Tom Skerrit.
Tom Skerrit went the salt and pepper route for a while. I think in Alien.
Right.
He had the salt and pepper hair. And now it's like all gray.
Well, the thing about salt and pepper is it gets dangerous because in Alien, I don't know if you ever noticed this.
Yeah.
He looked pretty young in Alien.
Mm-hmm.
But not as young as he did. But that's what I'm saying. He looked young,
right?
But he wasn't young. That's just it.
But
and then it was just a few years later, you looked and went, he got old. That's the bad thing about looking young when you're old, is that you just take a few more years added to it, and then you're like, wow, he's really old.
Who did that happen with?
Tom Skerrit.
Oh.
He was fucking like...
pop culture shit. Perfect.
Tom Skerrit is pop culture shit.
When I think
Tom Skerrit.
When I think pop culture, man, I think Tom Skerrit.
All right, let's...
You know what? I was grabbing a beer from my bar, which is down in my basement the other night. And as I'm passing by the movie posters, I look at the Alien movie poster I have, and my eyes went right to Tom Skerritt's name.
Really?
And I actually gave a chuckle. I was chuckling to myself.
How boss would it be to get it signed by Tom Skerrit?
I would fucking love to get my Alien poster signed by Tom Skerrit and Sigourney Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that plays the Hobbit in Lord of the Rings.
Elijah Wood?
No, I have his on the Lord of the Rings poster.
Oh.
No, the other guy. Fucking, what's his name? That English guy.
That came in here?
Gandalf the Great?
No. William Hurt. I would like, or John Hurt. Which one is it? No, the other guy. The guy that was Ash.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
He played Bilbo Baggins.
Bruce Campbell, right?
No.
Yeah, it was definitely him.
No.
Oh, yeah, it was from Martin Freeman from The Office?
No. Yep. Ian Holm.
Oh.
Ian Holm.
That would be a good poster.
Yes.
All right, so let's skip making a Harlem Shake video and go right to the Tom Skerrit video, because that's going to be the next shit.
Tom Skerrit.
Hey, can I got to say something. The stupid fucking news. The charred remains of the dude in the cabin is Dorner.
Yeah, stop.
Stop! This is how conspiracy shit starts.
If that's what you want to believe.
They're on CNN right now.
You don't believe he could have dug a tunnel? And that's the body of someone he killed and left in the cabin? You want to believe your government? You go right ahead.
Just laughs it off.
But these conspiracy guys, they go with the news and what they do. They're not officially saying it's his body now.
I've seen things that'll blow your mind.
Have you? What?
A man in a feather boa.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's called the Mirror.
They got Dorner.
Yep. He's toast, as they say.
Yeah, he's done. But for some reason, the news will not admit it, and that's going to get the conspiracy people going nuts.
Going to get his Dentu records?
Yeah, I understand. They're trying to be a little, but they can at least tell the news, yeah, we got him.
Some of that DNA?
We got him. We know we got him. And then officially they go, we got him.
He's a gonna.
All right, where were we? Pop culture, Harlem Shake. Do I know the Harlem Shake song?
I don't know. Pump it up.
Pump it up.
Whoppa Gangnam Style.
What?
And then it kicks in, and then all the people appear. Watch. And yeah, man. We gotta do one of these. Everyone else is doing one.
Everyone. Oh boy. What do you have to do to get a viral Harlem Shake video? To make it viral, because believe me, there are plenty of Harlem Shake videos. I bet a bunch of them have 10 views.
All right, now you're talking. How do we make it?
How do we get 10 views?
We get an iPhone 5 girl to maybe
5
be in it.
Sure.
I'm doing the Harlem Shake. It's fun.
Even Ryan Seacrest made one, so I think it's too late.
Yeah, that's usually the end of shit.
And he did one in his radio station. You see his?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You gotta look at Brian Seacrest.
What do you got to do? Just fucking
This guy's
act like an asshole?
An amazing broadcaster,
Yeah,
Ryan Seacrest.
it starts with one guy acting like an asshole, and then when the song kicks in,
Everyone
else
acts like
Everyone
an
acts like an
Yes,
asshole?
it's all about acting like an asshole.
It's not a dance that you have to know any steps to.
No. Oh, and he got Kendall and Kylie Jenner to do it with him.
Oh, so that's Ryan Seacrest. He's behind the board looking at his phone like they're in a break. One guy's doing the Harlem Shake in the back of the room. Everyone else is on their phones like they don't know what the fuck's going on. And then here you go. The song kicks in, and there's Ryan Seacrest doing his fucking whacked out dance with everybody else.
I've noticed something else. Could you pause this or whatever?
What?
I've noticed something else. You don't wait till it kicks in and then get up and start going. They edit the video, it looks like.
It's always a cut.
It's always a cut.
Yeah. It's all about
and then
the cut.
they're going crazy.
No,
it's all
'cause then
about the cut.
Yeah, because then there's more fucking people.
Right. It's not about standing up.
How does Ryan Seacrest even look lame when he's
God, you're so right. I can't even play this part. He's the lamest ass ever.
He's supposed to be lame, but he looks lame being lame. He's not doing it right.
And the fucking guy probably makes $100 million a year. And
he's not cool.
Stinks.
Wow.
Like everybody's like being cool, and he's not being cool.
And they all kiss his ass out there in L.A.
Yeah.
Show is Who Gives a Fuck. But the problem is those Who Gives a Fuck shows get syndicated across America.
Easily digestible.
There's nothing going on with his show.
And he has to make sure it stays that way. Because the minute something happens,
the minute you get a little edgy, you're fucked.
You can't. Nobody can have an actual opinion on it.
That's a weird. I don't know. That's a strange world to live in.
Because if somebody likes it, that means there's another person who doesn't like it, and then you're in big trouble.
Yeah, it's just background noise.
That's it. It's just like his New Year's specials.
Yeah,
horrible.
Yeah, you got to just be bland.
Anytime you got to tell everyone how much fun you're having, that means you're not having fun.
Like a biscuit. A digestible biscuit. Yeah. Not like a dinner biscuit. Like an English biscuit.
Oh, ooh.
All right.
Delicious.
So we've decided not to do our Harlem Shake video.
Yeah, no,
we got to figure decided now?
Yeah, we're done. Unless we could do what Ant's saying and fucking... Yeah, we're good with that twist. Can we come up with a twist on this one?
What if we get Tom Skerrit to appear in the video?
That would be fucking great.
We missed our opportunity yesterday. Hear me out. Ant's talking about the twist.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You got us. We're hanging out.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, there's the cut, like we discussed. You got to go with the cut. And then it goes into that over-the-top, ridiculous gay shit we were doing yesterday. That would have went viral.
How funny would it be?
That would have went... Could we get everyone back in their places? Just for our Harlem Shake video?
There's no more gay. We got the gay out. It's illegal now.
Yeah, but now we're talking about a viral video.
The law has been passed. It is now illegal to brandish a penis in this fucking studio.
What if we did a thing where we started it normal, and like one of us was dancing, like I was dancing.
I think we'd have to have Troy as the first guy dancing.
Okay, so Troy's dancing,
right,
and you two are just sitting there,
right.
And then when the video cuts, instead of doing like Harlem Shake stuff, I'll just put in footage from yesterday of just like guys blowing each other and stuff.
They weren't blowing each other.
Pretty much.
And I swear to you, no one was blowing anyone in the studio yesterday.
Like, just throw in clips of guys making out. And everybody's like, what are we watching? I thought that was Harlem Shake.
I kind of think it would be funny. But I think we missed our opportunity.
No, I got the video from yesterday.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we'll put in the clip of like, because we could put in the clip of them making out in front of his dick.
Everyone will watch it and think we're going to go and start doing it. And it's just guys making out and naked.
That's what we got to do.
But don't you have to have the same shot the whole time with the cut?
Well, that's what everybody would think it's the same shot, and then it just wouldn't be. And they'd be like, what? Like, we got to break the mold on this.
You know what? I'm thinking this could work.
All we got to do is film a beginning.
Do you have a really gay like scene without like cock,
dude?
Because YouTube doesn't accept cock.
The two guys making out in front of his dick.
Yeah.
The shot I got, their heads are covering the actual penis.
Would that be allowed on YouTube?
Totally. You can't see the dick. I cut off the part where you can see the head poking up.
We've decided to like kind of bury the footage from yesterday.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking we might have to do something with it.
We got an opportunity to utilize the footage.
Sucking the toes. I'll dig through shots where you can't see a penis.
Because all you have to do is get up into that upper corner to film the first part of the Harlem Shake video. Me and Aunt just being whatever. I'll be on my phone eating oatmeal. And
Troy should be in his underwear when he dances, I would think.
And he's dancing in the corner or something, and then then it's the big cut.
Just gay shit happening.
Can you show me some footage from yesterday that might work?
I'd have to grab the camera and just show it to you.
I'm thinking this might really work. So after the show,
yeah.
How many seconds do you need? Like 15, 20?
Say 20 seconds. I could farm 20 seconds out of that.
Oh my god.
People will be so pissed.
Oh my god, that's funny.
We just call it the Opie and Anthony Harlem Shake.
Yeah.
It's just
so the people listening to us right now, make believe you're not listening to us.
Or just pass it
because
along.
we want you to be surprised.
Or you guys pass it along to your friends and be like, "Oh, Opie and Anthony did a really funny Harlem Shake."
We gotta do this.
It's so bad.
I think we gotta do this.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. Can we film it tomorrow?
We can film it today.
This will be the first O&A video I will never watch. Yeah.
Like, we could film it now. Edit it tonight.
Isn't that technically breaking our no more gay rule?
No, because it's the stuff from yesterday.
It's grandfathered in. Is that it?
So does Troy have any of his thongs still here?
We have the thongs still here.
Why does he need to be in a thong now?
I guess that's a good point.
Can we do this?
Yeah.
And stop these faggots. Opie and Sam are just gay men.
Why?
No, we're not. We're not gay. We're hilarious.
I think this is... a good idea is a good idea.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We don't see in terms of sexuality. We just see good ideas.
You don't think that would be hilarious?
It would be hilarious.
You went with we need a twist, so we came up with the twist for you.
Yeah, it's a twist, all right.
You were the one who said Harlem Shake with a twist, and then we're like, all right, what's the twist? We come up with the twist, now you're bailing on us?
We got all this gay footage from yesterday and nothing to do with it.
You mean happy, fun footage?
I mean gay, homosexual acts.
Oh, I thought you meant old school word, gay.
No, new school. Very new school.
All right, we'll think about that one.
Because we don't have Kendall and Kylie Jenner. What do we have? a bunch of footage of guys naked and making out.
That's right.
So let's utilize what we have, is all I'm saying.
But Ryan Seacrest, he's up to 70,000 views, but I think he wanted a lot more considering he had the Jenner broads in there.
Well, yeah, the last Harlem Shake video we watched had almost 10 million views on it.
Yeah, Ryan really thought he had something because he had the younger pieces of asses from that family.
Plus, he's Ryan Seacrest. I call this a bombaroo from Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, and
He's in 200 markets, and that's what he got.
Really?
Yeah.
Plus international.
Ugh. Do you like Ryan Seacrest, radio guy?
No.
Do you?
No. You like him, don't you?
He does.
No. He's got to like anybody that's successful in the business.
Yeah, he likes him.
He's incapable of not adoring those people that have done well in this business.
Is this if we're talking radio, I was thinking something yesterday when I was wandering around trying to get the filth out of my mind from yesterday's show. I have it's just a quick idea.
Mm-hmm.
I want you, Sam Roberts, to surprise me and Anthony one day with a out of the blue.
Oh, thank God.
Jocktober.
Oh, that I can do. I thought you were going to ask me to
people love Jocktober.
Quit the show again. I wouldn't have done it.
People love Jocktober to the point they don't want to wait till October. So my thing is, one day you just fucking surprise us.
That's fun.
I don't want to know when it's coming. You figure out when it makes sense, and you go, bam, today.
Find an awesome show.
Yes. And just surprise people with a little quick Jocktober. Then we could do the whole Facebook thing and have a little fun. Why wait till October?
You're right.
I do like good Jocktober.
And we'll do it once. So that because if you do it
No,
once,
I don't want it to be a regular feature. I just want you to just completely surprise us one day and go, today is the day. And
one and done.
Bam.
Because that's the thing about Jocktober is you guys end up getting angry by like the fourth or fifth day. We do it once and everybody's still happy in a good mood.
And then if that works, then maybe surprise us again down the road. I don't know. But at least for now, like one day, starting, it could be tomorrow.
For all you know, it's a surprise.
You just surprise us with a Jocktober out of the blue.
I'll do it.
All right, good.
I accept the challenge.
And then we lead to our last radio thing. Ooh. Fuck yeah, I want that, even though it's on demand.
Skyfall.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know what, though?
Fucking my doorman's going to love this one.
Oh, jeez. Sometimes when you get a Blu-ray, it's better to watch it in Blu-ray than to watch it on demand, you know, depending on your cable company and your fucking router and shit like that. Sometimes you don't get that good, crisp picture, but
I do think Blu-ray's better.
I don't have a Blu-ray player.
You got PlayStation.
No, that went. My PS3's done.
Oh.
What?
And Roland's giving me a fucking Plugola PS3.
What?
Am I getting a PS3? And wouldn't that be Plugola? No. Does the Opster lie?
Opie does know how to take advantage of the good old
Blu-ray
freebies.
player costs like $70.
I don't give a fuck. It's fun that you know you're getting it for free. Brother Weeze taught me. He taught me well. Weeze hasn't bought a car in 25 years.
Jesus.
Is that Plugola?
Every time I
he
go
just
up,
drives a really old car.
every time I go up there, he's got a brand new car. I'm
Wow.
like, I go, how the fuck do I do this? This is seems like the greatest thing ever.
Damn.
And then he trades them in after a few months. He probably drives 3 brand new cars a year.
Really?
I think so. I think they just trade them out every 4 months, 4 to 6 months. I think.
Righteous.
All right, so we got the Skyfall 007 Blu-ray. Thank you.
Nice.
What was the last radio thing you were going to say?
Oh, I was praying that E-Rock's on the ball today.
Okay, sorry.
And that he was monitoring Scott and Todd because it is Valentine's Day. We really haven't talked about Valentine's Day,
and we
today.
know them.
Can I tell my Valentine's Day story? The day we drank in Boston. I love telling the story every year.
That was Valentine's Day, yes.
Me, you, and Jay getting fucking hammered on the side of Route 9, basically.
It was the He-Man Woman's Hater Club that day.
Remember the bar that was pretty much 20 feet from Route 9?
Yeah.
You remember that? It was between your place and my place on Route 9.
It was snowy, right?
I think so.
Icy on the ground.
Yeah, I gave my chick at the time. I figured Valentine's Day, how do you go wrong with like a necklace that looks like a heart?
Yeah.
Man, am I stupid.
Oh, boy.
Boy, am I stupid for not knowing what women want for Valentine's Day.
Yep.
She opened it up and started crying. I'm like, this is beautiful. She fucking loves it. She fucking said, it's ugly.
It's ugly.
So then I don't remember how it ended, but I left the abode immediately, called Anthony, and we met at this joint on Route 9 with our old friend Jay.
Yeah.
And we drank that Valentine's Day.
Yes, we did, because we were all fucking pissed off.
Why were you pissed that time?
Please, look
You
what I
never
was
told me.
fucking married to.
Yeah, but how were you able to leave your house to come drink with me on Valentine's Day?
She was probably passed out somewhere.
It was. I think it was even on a weekend, and it was the middle of the day.
Exactly. Correctamundo.
I think it was late morning, to be honest with you, because the day started. I'm like, Valentine's Day, here you go.
Opie, any hour, any day, you could probably rest assured I was pissed off at her for being her. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me twice. Then there was the Christmas time where I forgot what bag was popular at the time, but I got one.
Yeah.
Figured girls like bags.
Wasn't it Gucci or something at the time?
Let's say Gucci. I don't even know. I don't even remember anymore. And I handed her Christmas gifts, and there was a whole pile with the big fucking gift at the bottom. Same thing. She opens it up. She starts crying. I'm like, fucking nailed it. And this was after the Valentine's Day thing.
Jesus.
My first clue should have been Valentine's Day, get the fuck out of this.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I got the fuck out of that relationship 4 years after the fact.
4 years?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, he fucking picked up and ran 4 years later.
But I learned my lesson from the Valentine's Day situation, so I got the bag for Christmas. And she opened up the bag, fucking crying her eyes out. I'm like, I finally figured this shit out. Look at me.
Got it.
They talk
Hero.
about women and how it's a combination. You got to just figure out the combination, and you're in.
I guess the tortoise won that race.
Yeah.
4 years.
4 years.
And then started crying, looked at me, and once again, exact same thing. She goes, "It's ugly."
What?
Swear to God. I swear I'm not lying.
So you didn't figure out.
And so I went, enough of this shit. Left the house again.
Enough.
I go, here's the receipt. Who says it's ugly?
It's a horrible thing.
But there's other ways. Like, we're all in situations. Like, anyone in a relationship, you do buy the wrong shit sometimes, okay? Yes. We're not perfect. But there's a better way to handle it than crying and saying it's ugly. You go, oh, nice, but I was...
Oh, thank
There's
you.
a way. You fucking...
Jess
you know what? It's probably... I love it. Look, it's
I
fantastic.
love it. Don't get me wrong.
But it's probably not really going to go with a lot of things that I have.
There you go.
Because you don't know what the fuck girls have or goes with.
And you know what that means.
Right.
But at least it's not like it's ugly right to your fucking face.
Yeah, fuck you.
Jess
Well, how about you get a job and buy your own fucking bag? 10 years with no fucking job, and you're going to tell me the bag I bought you's ugly?
Jess will sit
get
there.
a job answering phones somewhere. Do something.
Jess pretends to like it when you give it to her.
Right.
And then, like, 2 days later, she goes, I've been trying this on, and I love it, but it just doesn't fit me right. Do you have a receipt? I just don't want to waste the money. We could probably get something better. And then,
That's
and then
a
it's
good
like,
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Or sometimes these women are really smart. They don't even need a fucking receipt. They go back and they get whatever the fuck they want, and then they kind of work it into your life.
So the thing that you bought just kind of gets left in a pile somewhere.
No, they bring it back to the store, get the
bring it
fucking
back.
money, and
They
then they
don't
buy
need a-
something else,
they
which
don't need
might
a
even be
receipt.
completely different, and then go, I really love the bag, but I had my eye on this dress. Don't I look good in this dress or whatever?
You know why they don't need a receipt? They commiserate with the girl behind the counter. They go, look at what my fucking boyfriend expected me to, and they're like, oh, God, I know what you mean, sweetie, here.
And then they go, come with me, honey. They go in the dressing room. They les out for a while.
And then they just badmouth their boyfriends.
They're lesing and eating each other's pussies.
Oh, jeez.
And then the broad leaves with what she wants.
With what she wants and fucking fishy fingers.
Right.
And she comes back home to you so you could pay the rent. Fucking bitches.
Oh, that's hilarious. So...
Oh, my God.
Oh, Valentine's Day. This kid,
right around the corner. And if you... Oh, sorry. Reflex.
Hope everyone's happy with the shit they bought. I know a lot of people did buy the shit we were promoting and pushing, so I hope you're all happy.
Yeah, damn it.
E-Rock, did you find a Valentine's Day song from Scott and Todd? Please.
No. Yes, of course I did.
Yay!
Nice.
Fatso!
Why would you say that? Why would you go and say that? So he did a good job.
That was endearing, though.
You had to ruin the applause by yelling "fatso" obnoxiously.
No, I said it in a nice way, though. There's
E-Rock, feelings hurt?
A little.
Yeah, I thought so.
They're dampened.
Slobbo!
E-Rock comment. E-Rock
Oh, that's another
comment.
stupid thing. I know.
Wait,
I'm
what's
gonna get-
that?
Slobbo's got an
Sad
opinion.
E-Rock comment because he's all sad that you called him that. What?
I'm going to get even more on Twitter from this, but I don't care.
Oh.
Your E-Rock comment thing makes sense when you do it.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's got a comment.
But the slightest thing comes up, even if I have no association to what it is, but they're talking to you, they reply to me and they go, E-Rock comment.
E-Rock comment.
It's like gun issues and other stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have nothing to do with this.
That shit's funny, though. Just had to get an E-Rock comment.
Why not?
Right.
Funny to me if I got those
E-Rock
tweets.
comment?
Mopey!
Oh, God.
Slobbo is still not.
Slobbo?
Slobbo!
Slobbo in the house.
So insulting.
Why? Shout-outs rule. I'm going to do a shout-out viral video.
Shout out.
Oh, yeah. I'm working it out in my head.
Slobbo!
That's right. It's going to be a fucking viral video, I'm telling you.
Yeah?
It's not going to go viral if you say it goes viral.
I know.
True. You can't
just
plan a
has to
viral
happen.
video. Trust me.
Yeah, it hurts a little.
Slobbo laughing.
See, that's not necessary either.
Sorry.
Oh.
It hurts a little. So we got a parody song from Scott and Todd?
Of course we do.
Okay.
And it's a theme for Valentine's Day.
Oh, by the way, I just checked my Twitter for the first time in 3 minutes, and people love the Harlem Shake video idea, Anthony. Are you in or not?
Harlem Shake video with the gay scene from, I don't know.
I don't think Ant's in. He was so out yesterday. I've never seen Ant so out as he was yesterday.
I was completely out of that mix yesterday.
That was weird.
I wanted to dive right in.
Ant's an in kind of guy.
I'm in, right?
Very rarely are you out.
I was done. I was fucking done. I was so out. Yeah.
I rarely promote, the show as we're still doing the show. But make sure you listen to the first hour of the show today if you're just tuning in now.
Yeah, it's a little recap of what happened yesterday, the after effects thereof.
Yeah, we break down the gay off.
Yeah. We break it down. We tell you about the...
no one said goodbye to anyone yesterday. We all just left.
Yeah.
We just all kind of left and went in our own...
Tell you about the collateral damage, the fucking radiation poisoning from the people that were in the blast radius.
Yeah, so for the first hour we break it down for, everybody.
Break it down.
All right. So what's the Scott and Todd song?
Yeah, let's hear it.
It's a song for Valentine's Day.
Oh, my God.
Valentine, won't you be mine? I was in prison, but right now I'm fine. The tumor that I had inside my head, luckily, was denied.
What?
Valentine, give me a sign. I'll buy you flowers and a box of wine. Don't make me lock you in my basement and tie you up with twine. My psychiatrist says it's unlikely I will kill again.
What?
I can be your guy, just give me a try. My panic attack is controlled with Prozac, so don't
Prozac.
run, cause I'll find you if you move, don't move. I'm not crazy, but I'll buy a tracking device and put it on your car. And you will not get very far, so don't run, cause I'll find you if you move, don't move. I'm not crazy, but I'll hang from your axle like the Nero and Cape Fear.
Oh, boy.
Cause I love you,
Wow. That was some shoehorning right there. What is this supposed to be? Is this just a generic stalker?
I don't know what it's about.
It's supposed to be a psycho trying to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Right. It's just it's not a specific person though, right?
How many years ago do you think he actually made this?
Oh, this is fucking like years, I bet. The shoehorning is astounding. It probably came out when this song was popular. Probably when he made this.
It's the only reason that this would make any sense.
Yeah.
How much longer?
20 seconds.
Oh, God.
A tracking device. A device. What kind of device do you have?
Cause I'll find you if you move, don't move. I'm not crazy. I'll hang on your axle like De Niro and Cape Fear.
That's
Because
bad.
I love you, my dear. Happy Valentine's!
Wow.
Yeah, fuck, man. It's no Weird Al, right, E-Rock?
No, not at all.
Oh, man.
Does Weird Al have a Valentine's song?
No, not that I.
What
no, I
about
don't
John
think so.
Valby?
I don't know if Valby does. Let me see.
Could do Gonorrhea for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
There's a good Gonorrhea song.
Hmm? That was bad.
Huh?
That was bad.
Yeah, man. Just sucked.
It was not topical. It was a song from, 12 years ago?
What
Yeah,
song
like-
is it done for?
She Bangs.
Oh, that's She Bangs?
Yeah.
Oh. I know She Bangs.
It's longer than 12 years ago, I think.
More, probably, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you put that on the radio? That was on today?
That was this morning, yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it really is.
Let's put everybody...
Oh, this guy's been trying to push this Mike Francesa Valentine's Day thing. Hold on a minute. Can I play it from my phone? It's my favorites on my
Please.
Twitter. Let me see.
Please do.
For real? All right. You asked for it.
I mean, I could...
Now listen, Valentine's Day, you know.
You could just send it to me. Be happy to help.
You know what? It's inching closer by the day, and the word is big, 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 big. How about when the princess went through that?
I must say, not to get myself.
All right, without this, but how about when the princess went through the ritual? Okay.
Well,
I mean, oh my God, I couldn't even think of that, no less watch it. Oh my God, I don't even want to say what happened. It's not sexual, so that's not the point. It's just disgusting to watch. It wasn't sexual in nature, but it was. My point is, it was. We all thought about having sex with Mickey Mantle. He then had sex with me and then left without saying anything. I said, no, we can't do this. This is not right. And then he had sex with me and then he left without saying anything. What she felt were some wounds in her private areas. There was no semen. What we're hearing is that, the pimp took her to the room and we don't know what happened from there, but I don't know if he told them that he had sex with her or not. There is a report out on TMZ that a used condom was recovered from the room, okay? He gave it to me for 9 innings. I'm telling you, up one side, down the other side, for 9 innings he gave it to me. I took it, he gave it to me for 9 innings that night. He rode me, he let me have it for the whole game. The whole game. I got it a lot of times a couple of weeks there where I went places, I got it in a restaurant. It happens. But I'm telling you, 9 innings, this guy. And he was like not more than 2-3 rows behind me. He rode me the whole game. The whole game.
Is it working? Because it goes on forever.
Went to a great length of work there.
Yes. I say we go home.
I'd say we do too.
It's Valentine's Day.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to go
Let's do
home.
it.
Sam, is that all right with you? Did an hour of radio extra yesterday.
Cocksucker.
We're doing live reads now.
Just one.
Something about Anthony Jeselnik, right?
Is this the last one?
Oh, yeah.
From Comedy Central, stand-up, and his blistering appearance on the Comedy Central roast of Charlie Sheen and Donald Trump. Now he's bringing his signature dark and twisted point of view to an all-new Comedy Central series, The Jeselnik Offensive, airing Tuesdays at 10:30 p.m., 9:30 Central on Comedy Central every Tuesday. Jeselnik will unleash the razor-sharp take on the latest must-see news ripped straight from the headlines of the places we all troll for the darker, more shocking and lurid stories. 2 panelists will join Jeselnik to further bash pop culture and gleefully rip the veil of sanctity from off-limits topics Life is cruel, so is he. The Jeselnik Offensive. Tuesdays at 10:30 p.m., 9:30 Central, after an all-new Tosh.0 on Comedy Central.
You know, we haven't done it all week.
What happened?
Line of the day is feeling very...
Do we have line of the day today?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Did you work on lines?
It's a hilarious show, so...
I don't want to force it. Do you have them or not? If you don't have them, say you don't have them.
I have a winner, but I don't have some...
All right, we could just do a quick winner. Kenny's in studio, though. Kenny?
GH, may I remind people of something?
I guess.
I want to see all my friends Sunday night at the Borgata in Atlantic City.
Oh, right.
So all my friends, please come to the Borgata Sunday night, and let's celebrate President's Weekend.
Is there tickets available for the Late Show?
Oh, yes, Late Show. Thank you, GH, for mentioning that. I was just, wanted to hang out with my friends.
Sure.
But you might as well come see a show, 10:30. Tickets on sale now, Borgata.com.
Who's there? Jimmy?
The
Artie?
Antisocial Comedy Tour, yes.
With who and who and who and who and
Amy
who?
Schumer, Dave Attell, Artie Lang, and hosted by Jim Norton.
That's a fucking show and a half right
I'll
there.
say it is, GH.
I'm going.
You probably could make a viral video there.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
And then next weekend, I want to see all my friends in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Why do you say Las?
Friday and
What do you
Saturday
say,
night.
Las?
Las.
No, most people just say Vegas, but I say Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
I think they know if you just say Vegas, which Vegas you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm formal.
Are you?
Yeah, but Friday and Saturday night, MGM Hotel, the Hollywood Theater, Jim Norton, and Dave Attell.
I like the MGM Theater. They still got the Lions.
Yeah, that's their theme. That's their
That's
logo.
their thing, right? But
Yeah.
they still have the actual Lions still.
Yeah, MGM's cool.
It really is cool.
Yeah, Hollywood Theater next Friday and Saturday night, a Comedy Central
Every
event.
word out of his mouth is 1 second. I'm going to be delayed getting into bed. I'm going back to sleep.
Well, let's do this then.
I'm sorry, Anthony.
I'm teasing him.
I'm just, I care about my friends. I want to see them in Atlantic
do
City
too.
Sunday and Vegas next Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good night.
I have a weird plug.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it, GH?
Slavo! I've been approached to do an elevator show.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not even kidding.
An elevator show.
Yeah. I guess my elevator videos have gotten the attention of this place.
Oh, so you just do a show from the elevator?
Yeah. So I think Opie's elevator show is going to be
How many
starting
floors?
soon. All depends, man. Sometimes it's a quick elevator trip. Sometimes, a lot of people get on. I'm not even joking.
Is this where is it? NBC Thursday night?
Well, no. It's just going to be like a little web series.
Webisodes.
Yeah, I'm
Webisodes.
I'm moving into the webisode.
Webisodes are
genre.
the new episodes.
Are they? I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure it'll be terrific, GH.
So whoever wants to, be part of my elevator show, I'm
I'll
looking for
push some
ideas.
buttons.
You want to push some buttons?
Yeah.
No, I'll have more details soon because I don't even know if these people are joking with me or not. They really like my elevator videos out of all the videos I make.
Yeah.
Masked Sexual Flavors is the new way to foreplay. Available in 4 tantalizing flavors, these oral gel strips will be the spark to light your bedroom flame. Visit sexualflavors.com to purchase or find a retailer near you. And, of course, they sponsor Line of the Day, and we're going to go right to Line of the Day so we can get the fuck out of here, right? Yeah. All right, yeah.
Here comes Line of the Day.
Better be Slavo.
Line of the Day.
Better be Slavo. Come on, Slavo.
And stop these faggots. Opie and Sam are just gay men.
Oh, boy! A duty hat!
That was vindictive.
That was vindictive. That
It
was
really
nothing
was.
but a vengeful.
You didn't try today.
Yeah.
You didn't try today.
He's using the power of his office for his own means.
Yeah, he is.
And that is not working for the people. Yeah.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Absolutely. You're right.
That's something I learned today from E-Rock.
All right. Roland, why are you in here? What are you promoting? Who are you trying to put? You like the Slavo thing?
Roland loves making fun of E-Rock for being fat.
Doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. How does that make sense?
It doesn't.
Okay.
And how does E-Rock not have a comeback?
I don't know
That's
why he never has a
crazy.
comeback. E-Rock, why don't you have a comeback when it's a very easy thing to do in some cases?
Really?
Roland gets very mean.
Yeah, he does.
Roland already tweeted about Slavo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Roland has intimidated E-Rock.
He has, right,
into
E-Rock?
the position where you don't want to take on Roland because Roland doesn't have a line.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can go, okay, I'll just bash Roland a little bit, but Roland will then turn around and fucking just rip your heart out. So you got to be careful with Roland.
One of my favorites was the Master Pro.
That was perfect. Perfect example, by the way, of just such a thing.
It was just fun and light, and it turned to how's your dead dog?
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
fuck.
Roland.
All right, we're going to go home now.
Yeah.
We're going to go home now.
Yeah.
What, Roland?
Lavo!
Why do you have the Great Bambino on your T-shirt?
I don't know.
Are you big baby?
The Sultan of SWAT?
The Sultan of SWAT.
The Colossus of Clout?
The Colossus of Clout.
The Great Bambino.
Oh, the Great Bambino.
That's a great movie.
All right, that's fun.
I was just like that guy with the fish hat.
Yes.
See you all tomorrow.
Later.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Roland has two
must have
emotions.
touched him the same way his
How's your
brother
dog?
did.
Is it still dead?
Hey, boy.
What the fuck? This is the best transformation I have ever seen.
Oh my God!
This guy should be in a movie.
My condolences.
Sirius XM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show continues. This is After O&A Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Yeah, you're listening to After Opie and Anthony Live with the primetime kid himself, Sam Roberts. Yeah, dig it.
That's right. After Opie and Anthony Live. Macho Man Randy Savage is a listener. Lots of listeners. Lots of people listening to this show. Call up if you learned something. 866-WOW-1-WOW. 866-969-1969. I'll tell E-Rock. Sal just quietly said off mic, get on the phone, Slavo.
I learned something today.
I got to tell you this, Roland. I learned, how can any show be a bad show when it ends with Sandlot references?
I loved it. The Great Gambino.
When you do a whole scene from the Sandlot. What did you learn today, Rolandos?
If you call Eric Slabo, 5 minutes later he'll come in the studio and pour water on you.
Roland, you are all wet as I look at you right now.
That's what I learned today.
Your head's wet. You're wearing a gray T-shirt. It's soaked.
Yes.
Why are you wet?
You don't call Eric Slabo because he'll pour water on you.
What happened, Eric? He called you Slabo when you poured water on him?
Yeah, he had water in his hand, so I just kind of squeezed the bottle that was in his hand. It shot up and then like a fountain and dropped right down on top of his head.
You think that's funny? I just saw the intern had to wipe up the table. Is he wiping water off the table from went all over you?
Yeah, I'm all over. Yeah, everything wet.
So how do you go through the rest of the day now soaking wet?
I just pretend it's not there and people just stare at it. I go, hey, what's up? And they're like, are you wet now? What's
You
up?
act like nothing's happened.
Remember that one day we got soaked?
And people, well, I guess it's because people already assume that you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
So it just kind of go. It's just there's Roland. There's quirky Roland again. Now he's soaking wet at work.
I always go, is it me or is it really hot in here? And people are like, oh my God, he's sweating.
What do people think of this staff? Like Roland's walking up and down the hallways soaking wet. Sal is walking around here with horrible bronzer on today.
Miami Sal.
What do people think of this staff around here?
We're assholes.
I have a giant afro, but that's the least of our concerns.
The sounds that come out of me, Eric, and Roland's office, it must scare the shit out of everyone.
Well, I hear some of them because Travis and I sit in one office, and then Roland, Sal, and Eric sit in another office.
Our office is nuts.
And every now and then, I'll just hear Roland scream. Or I'll be way up the hall, talking to Nicole or somebody in the morning mashup office, and their office, it's a long hallway.
That's a quarter of a New York City block away.
Yeah, and their office is about a quarter of a block away, and I'll literally step outside of that office, and I'll hear, "Shut up! shut up, and Roland's yelling at somebody for some reason.
What Roland likes to do is if people are having a conversation that we can hear in our office, but they're walking down the hallway, the second they walk past our door, Roland either goes, shh, or he'll go, shut up, no one cares. And these people are discussing like channel changes and programming and
enough of their fooleries.
It's not enough of their fooleries?
Yes.
And then sometimes it's quiet in our office, and that drives Roland nuts. So he'll grab something, and he'll either throw it as hard as he can into the window or out the door, hoping that maybe it hits somebody.
Has that ever gotten you into like trouble? Do you notice who you're yelling at? Wouldn't management hear you at times?
He doesn't look
Some
up.
close calls.
There have been.
Oh,
Sam.
yeah.
Because you see it happen. Like, wouldn't our bosses be aware? Because, like I said, when I come out of the Morning Mashups office and I can hear Roland, the Morning Mashups office is closer to, our senior vice president's office than it is to the Opie and Anthony office, meaning that there are probably times when the boss of everything around here, the guy that Opie and Anthony are supposed to anyway answer to, can hear Roland screaming in his office.
In my defense, Eric hits me and I go, ah!
Eric probably has really good reason to hit you.
Oh, no, I didn't say that, though, but when he does, I scream.
There's this one guy.
And when you say hit, do you mean tap?
Well, it's just like a tap on the arm, but I just make it seem like it's worse.
He's screamed rape a couple times.
You sit in your office screaming rape?
Well, nobody was there to help me, so...
Were you getting raped?
No.
Okay, then that's why.
But nobody was there to help me.
Oh, so you're saying if there was a potential rape, nobody would have been there to save you?
I'm just saying, testing out the waters.
I understand.
Roland goes up and down the hallway, just random people that are working in their area on music stuff, and just puts a box over their head. It happened to me last week twice.
Roland's prank. I've seen him do it too.
And he points and
he does it to random people, not just us?
Yeah, he'll just go up and down the hall. Just there'll be like people from other channels or interns from other channels.
So Roland will get a big cardboard box.
You've been boxed.
And he'll put it over people's head and shout. What will you shout at them?
You've been boxed.
You've been boxed.
And then he points and laughs really loud so it draws attention to the person he did it to.
Do you understand that other people have to work here? Like the people here actually do work.
I work.
I know, but what you do is you spend a little bit of time and you book some people. Most of your job is schmoozing.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of your job will happen after hours. Mm-hmm. So you'll go out on a Friday drinking with publicists or whatever.
Yeah.
And you'll be working then. Which means that during the day, a lot of your time is what I would consider...
my playground.
Downtime.
Yeah.
Your playground. And while everybody else is trying to get work done, you're driving them insane. I don't understand how you could get away with this bullshit that you do.
I don't know.
You put cardboard boxes on employees' heads. And these are not... This isn't like crazy radio land. Sirius XM is not terribly dissimilar. At least parts of it are not terribly dissimilar from a regular working environment where there are cubicles. Spot where you work. If you're at your desk right now and you're listening to this on headphones at your work computer, there are lots of people around here who do the same thing. That's just water because Roland had water sprayed all over his head. That's why he's soaking wet.
I didn't know if that was from yesterday still.
See, Roland is soaking wet sitting next to you and you just took it for granted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because that's how Roland set it up.
He walks around soaked all the time.
Now, so imagine being in your cubicle and some employee consistently coming up to you and just putting a box on your head. How could anybody get away with it?
Because I just do it like once every few months.
That's too many times.
No, it's not.
And you don't do it once every few months. You do it one day every few months to several people.
When I have a good box.
When you have a good box.
Was it this meeting or last meeting? I think it was last week's meeting. Roland was pissed off about something, and he just blurted out something and took his club soda and poured it on his face, and he goes, "Bah, bah, 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 bah."
At a meeting.
At a meeting.
Why do you pour things on yourself? You have to have a way better system for your energy. You're like a 5-year-old who just, a 3-year-old, not quite a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old who has all this energy because he just ate 9 ice pops and just has no fucking idea what to do with it. So he's running around the house and throwing things.
So what's your suggestion?
I mean, what's my suggestion? I mean, if you could, I don't know, find a hobby, maybe join the gym. There's a gym in this building.
Slubbo!
You're right. It was a stupid suggestion. Kenny in Jersey.
It's actually Vinny, the phone screener, fucked up.
He sucks.
Yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage has been dead for a year, just so you know, Sam. He does not listen to your show.
You're fucking kidding me. Then how do we have that drop? Eric, didn't you start the show with...
I did.
Yeah.
That I did. It was with Macho Man.
Okay, well, I mean, I have Macho Man saying he listens to the show, so Kenny, I think you may be mistaken on that one. Troy, you heard the opening of the show, right?
I did, yeah.
Who was it?
Macho Man.
Okay, cool. So I think Kenny might be a little, his facts might be a little out of order.
Do you want to hear it again as proof?
Yeah, real quick.
All right, here it is.
Yeah, you're listening to After Opie and Anthony Live with the primetime kid himself, Sam Roberts. Yeah, dig it.
All right, so I mean, Macho Man is obviously alive and well. Isn't that apparent to you?
Kenny stoned.
Maybe that's what it is. Larry in Texas.
Hollywood primetime, Sammy Sweetheart, the effing Roberts.
That's right.
Exceptional broadcaster.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Well, I can't help it. I can't help but wear it out. Your greatness.
Thanks.
Well, it never wears out. It never gets tired. Your greatness continues to shine. It
Thank you.
never gets old. It never gets lame. It never gets stale because you are the man, the myth, the legend.
Correct.
But the most important thing I learned from today's show, and I relearn it from every show, is how difficult it is for you to drag these ham and eggs to the finish line every day.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you, Larry. You know how I know that Opie had a busy show today? That Opie was on top of his shit and enjoying himself?
No, I don't know how.
He left his Sudoku puzzle here at his console, and there are only 6 boxes full today. Sometimes he's able to complete the whole Sudoku, but today he was only able to complete 6 of the Sudoku boxes, which means he was in this thing today.
Well, maybe either that or he's dumber than a box of rocks, has the agility of a small appliance, and he couldn't figure it out.
No, I don't think that's the case, but I appreciate your call, Larry.
Well, Sammy, you the man, buddy. You the man.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, only 6 boxes completed. You know, he does Sudoku every day. It keeps his brain sharp. But
it's so funny that they all play on their phones while the show's going on.
No, not even on the phone. Opie leaves the newspaper.
No, I know,
out.
but like Jim does plays chess on the phone.
That's right. And you can always tell how much of your game has been completed is how much were you in on the show. Opie was all over this motherfucker today. 6 boxes of the whole puzzle completed. And there's what? 9 times 9. 81 boxes. He completed 6 out of 81 boxes. He was busy doing a radio show today.
And did you see the Gaga canceled her tour? What's that?
The Gaga canceled her tour. Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
What is it? Well,
you're giving us a what did you learn?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And I learned I was asleep at that hour.
John.
Sam Roberts, the greatest broadcaster ever.
True.
And might I say, every time I hear you on the radio, it's like an eargasm for my ears.
Oh, that's good to hear, buddy.
Hey, here's what I learned today. That Opie tried to bring the gay back, but Sam Roberts would have no part of it and kept the gay out of the show today.
I did. I think Opie was thinking for the Harlem Shake video that we want to do that he would redo some of the gay off that happened yesterday. But I said, well, we got all this video. How funny would it be if a Harlem Shake video started and then it just went to gay, like pseudo gay porn clips that were YouTube safe? I mean, I would watch that shit, wouldn't you?
No.
You wouldn't watch it, Roland. I think it'd be fun. Troy, would you dance in a Harlem Shake video?
I guess.
I mean, now you don't want to anymore.
I'm just kind of like I'm burned out on the gay for a while.
Are you down with the stunts for a little bit?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't care. I'll do whatever they want. I mean, if we're having fun, if there's a good vibe in the studio and it's fun, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like when it's a weird vibe, it's like it takes the fun out of it. But
you've been involved in some weird vibes.
Yeah. Yesterday was the fucking.
The pits.
That was the depths. And I believe me when I tell you, I've been involved with some shit in my life. That's definitely up there.
Was that one of the weirdest days of your life?
It's up there, man.
I mean, you've told us all kinds of stories about, banging people in your van and burning people and who knows what else.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've definitely never been around that much gay.
I mean, you've talked about gang banging a girl and then Erock cuddling with her.
Yep.
All kinds of...
We covered that one.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But never that much gay.
Never that much gay. No.
Even because Erock cuddling with the girl you just gangbanged is somewhat gay.
Well, it wasn't actually a gangbang. It was more like one after the other after the other.
Oh. So like a train.
Nah, a train, I believe, is like multiple people in the same room.
That's what I was thinking too. But when we were talking about it yesterday, Jim was thinking like you can still go one at a time, and it's a train. We tried to do the armpit thing yesterday, where everybody was licking each other's armpits. I thought the same thing as you guys, that a train was everybody licking armpits at the same time. But Jim was okay with everybody licking each other's armpits one at a time.
That's a round robin.
That's a
round robin.
What is?
When you go one at a time. A train has to be in order.
Have you ever participated in a round robin?
No,
have you ever heard of a round robin, Troy?
No.
Is that like would you go to an all boys school?
No.
Did you go to public school?
No, I'm kidding. It's like a similar concept, Sam.
What is?
That if you did it one individual as opposed to doing a train's has to be linear.
Right. Oh, so round robin isn't you just made that up?
No, it's just that's what a round robin is.
So what part were you kidding about?
About being involved with like a gay round robin.
You just said you weren't, so you were kidding.
Yeah, I was kidding. Yeah, no.
So you were involved.
No, I wasn't.
I asked you if you were involved, and you said no, and then you said I'm kidding.
I got
right,
it.
Eric? Am I crazy?
I know what he was trying to say, but he contradicted it, and it made it sound like he was involved.
Because I said, were you involved? And he goes, no. And then he goes, Sam, I'm kidding. And I go, okay, so you were involved. Just tell me if you were involved or not.
No, sorry. I got confused there.
You got it. I mean, Opie, only 6 boxes on his Sudoku completed today.
Mm-hmm.
He was in this thing. I need you to be in this thing, Sal. Mentally there. Are you still shaking from yesterday?
I'm still fucked up from yesterday.
You shaved your mustache.
Yeah.
He's still bronzered a little bit.
Yeah, look, you can see.
You can't get the bronzer out.
Get it off.
I got stain. Look at my arm stain from the bronzer.
There's bronzer on you. It's blotches on you.
Yeah, it looks like shit. There's like a shit smear on my arm.
Now, do you feel it, or is it just like your skin is stained now?
Yeah, I just can't get it off.
How long does it stay for?
I don't fucking know, but look at my arm.
You didn't read the bottle?
You're supposed to apply it like twice a week, but like this shit really stains your skin.
Yeah, and it's not like Troy did. You did a bad job bronzering him.
I wasn't going for complete accuracy, to be honest with you.
Like if you worked at a salon, I would not go back to the salon.
Well, I don't think they do it like that. I think at a salon it's like a spray tan.
Yeah, oh, is it?
It's like an airbrush where they
because
they get like accurate, like smooth. You know,
your face, Sal, looks tan.
Yeah,
but your arms look very blotchy.
Yeah, my legs are completely stained
because you were wearing a thong.
Yeah.
What about your torso?
That surprisingly came off.
Did the Sharpie come off?
Most of it.
Is it still the word slut faintly written on your chest?
Written on my chest.
So the memories are still there.
Oh, they'll always be there.
I liked yesterday that Sal was bronzered. He was in a thong, and he was upset about having to wear lipstick.
Yeah, did you realize? Because I was talking to Jess about this when I got home, and like you were not happy that you had to do some of the gay things that you did yesterday.
Yeah.
You were not happy. You were okay. You weren't happy with the tickling, but you were okay. Like you were retching. But you were okay. Rough. But you were really unhappy about having to give lap dances and having to put your asshole on guys' faces.
Yeah, because that's gay.
But did you learn that, like, when we have a game or whatever, a bit, whatever happened yesterday, when something like that is going on, for you to walk into the studio and have bronzer and a thong that you're like, here we go, guys.
Yeah, I knew something was going to happen. I wasn't going to be able to get away with doing nothing, you know.
I mean, they say she asked for it, and they're like, well, you can't say she asked for it, but you asked for it.
Yeah.
Well, I sort of think that the whole thing, how we got on this, was Sal was going to be bronzered in a thong, and he was going to fluff, you know, like to warm up the fucking
Go-Go.
Go-Go dude. He got here fucking very late, and I had to fill in for Go-Go.
You did. You were his slut assistant.
So to think like nothing was going to happen while you're sitting in a thong and bronzer, I mean that's a little ridiculous.
I never said I didn't think anything was going to happen.
But you didn't like it when it did.
Right. Excuse me for not liking that shit.
I guess you're right.
No, but you could have stepped up. You know, you choked a little bit on that.
You think he choked yesterday?
Well, he was visibly like he couldn't handle like a lap dance. I had to jump in and take over. You know what I mean? Like he could, and then finally, like he saw me do it. Then it was like, oh, okay, Troy made it okay. Now it's all right.
I got to tell you, I would have said no if they'd been like, Sam, why don't you go there and show him how it's done?
Well, let me ask you
I'd be like, I'm not going to do it.
Well, would you have been sitting in here bronzered in a thong?
Fuck no.
Okay, well then, and knowing that the reason you're doing this is to fluff up the gay dude.
You're right. I mean, he had a purpose yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sal, now that it's all over, because it's actually,
thank God.
It's funny. You know Garrett, Stinky. He works for Jay Thomas now, but he used to work for Opie and Anthony. I was talking to him yesterday, and he listens to the show on Audible, so he's always he's like weeks behind, because he listens to full shows and after shows, so it takes him a long time to catch up. yesterday, and I thought it was so funny because like I was talking to people yesterday, just trying to recover from the gay off that we saw, and I go like, "You hear the show today?" And he goes, "No, I saw pictures." And I was like, "It was not good, dude. It got weird. It got really weird in there." And he said, "Oh, I'm just at the part now. I'm listening to the after show right now where Sal agrees to fluffing up and stuff." And I'm like, wow, that was 2 weeks ago when this all started, more or less. When Sal agreed to fluff up the dancer, when he agreed to the Brazilian wax, when he agreed to the bronzing, like you got to this point where you were getting shit on. Because back then, 2 weeks ago, it was only 2 weeks ago that all this happened, I think. And all we were talking about was the fact that Opie hated Sal.
Yeah.
And in that span, Sal, your life's changed.
A lot.
Like, you've done things that will never go out of your memory.
Ever. Yes,
like
it was seriously traumatic for me.
You have been involved in gay sex acts. You've had a man's mouth on your anus.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Pretty
True. Not his tongue in, but his mouth on. True?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Yeah,
I never felt that before, Sal.
No, neither did I until yesterday.
And how was it?
It was awful.
Awful, right?
It was disgusting.
Do you feel like, first of all, do you feel like you're ready to move on from this part of your life?
Yeah.
Or do you feel like you need to keep proving yourself?
Well, I mean, I'm still open to doing, like, you know, bits and stuff, but not the gay shit. I'm totally done with. Like, I'm not doing any of that crap anymore.
Well, what kind of bits are you willing to do?
I don't know. I haven't. After yesterday, I'm still recovering.
Right, you just want to take a little breather.
Living, yeah. Like, I was like a zombie yesterday.
Have you told your friends?
No, I'll probably tell them this weekend, though.
Do you feel like you've grown because, like, it was the Brazilian wax?
Yeah.
It was I mean, ever since you told that story on the air of hooking up with the girl from work and not being able to come with her.
Yeah.
Life's been very different.
Yeah, everything's been different. Yeah.
Do you feel like you're in better standing with the show?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you or don't you?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Troy, do you think it's worked? This whole thing, because we're now at the finish line. We set up, and you were a very big part of the responsibility for this whole thing. I was there too, but you were a big part of this. It was all set up to put Sal in a better light, specifically with Opie, but with the show in general. Do you think Sal has been successful?
I do.
You do?
Yeah. And you could even tell this morning, Opie talking to Sal. He's you know.
It was
before, like, I don't know, Opie couldn't even look at him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, look, you know, Opie likes when, and the guys like when you step up and do something for the show. You know what I mean? It's important to the show. Whatever it is, like, what are you contributing to the show?
Yeah. It was maybe the first time that I saw Opie have an on-air conversation with Sal.
Yeah.
That wasn't like, did you? Or like, you know, shut up. You know, just something where you annoyed him.
Yeah, I think it's a new sense of commitment and, you know, loyalty to the show. I think that they saw.
Yeah. Now,
it's important. It's very important.
Are you going to try to take this now? You have some positive. I guess you can shape this into having some positive energy for you in terms of the show. Are you going to take this standing and maybe try to work on creative things for the show so you don't have to
consistently embarrass myself?
Well, that's what you'd have to do, right? It only lasts for so long.
Yeah, only a little. Yeah.
We need another whipping boy.
Yeah.
Why did you look at E-Rock when I said that?
Because he's on his phone. He's not
well,
listening.
You know why? Because E-Rock decided a long time ago. He's like, well, if I do some weird stunts, Opie and Anthony will like me more, and I don't have to worry about, you know, doing any work.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
I'm cool with doing stunts. Like, that's all well and good. It's just the whole gay sexual nature of it is completely done on my end, and you know, for the show as well.
Yeah, we'll see. Do you believe that?
No,
me neither. Manuel in Oakland.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Is that what it is, Manuel?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, how you doing, man?
All right. Hey, I wanted to know, what did Sal and Troy do to wash the gay away?
What did you do, Sal? I mean, I know that you know, you got in the shower to wash away some of the bronzer and stuff like that, to cleanse your soul. You know, what did you do to get the gay out of your body?
I don't know.
It's still in there,
isn't it? Some hetero porn last night.
Was it hetero porn? What type of porn was it?
I don't know. It was probably just some, like, black chick. I'm really on this, like, black chick kick lately.
You like black girl porn?
I really want to hook up with a black chick.
Black girl, white guy?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So, because you like to see yourself as that guy?
Yeah.
Or as the girl? Which one?
Come on.
Which one do you see yourself as?
I see myself as the guy.
Okay,
in the video,
all right,
Sam.
all right.
He says, come on, like that's an unreasonable question for Sal.
When you watch porn, do you see yourself, if you watch a guy and a girl having sex, who do you see yourself as being?
I see myself as the guy.
Right, okay. That was an easy one. A lot easier for Troy to answer. I'll just say that. He didn't say, come on, Sam. Do you really have to ask? Yeah.
I was saying come on in sarcasm to the joke. It was a stupid question. I told you I jerked off to hetero
Was it?
porn.
Was there anything stupid, Roland? Was that a stupid question?
No.
I mean, Sal, you do understand why it's a question.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yes, from yesterday. Yeah, I can see.
No,
why.
not from way before yesterday.
But the bottom line is, let's just consider yesterday. You had a man's mouth on your anus. Remember when we said that a minute ago?
Yeah.
Yesterday was
that happened, right?
Yeah, I remember it happening. Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
So you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yesterday was the icing on the cake, is what it was.
Oh yeah, and it was a heaping helping of it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What about you? The Manuel wants to know.
Well, first of all, I'm still up from yesterday, so I'm delirious at this point, and I have images burned into my brain.
That's probably, it might even be better, because at least now you have that weird kind of cloudiness.
Yeah.
So maybe, because you start daydreaming when you don't sleep at night, so maybe you can kind of pawn off your horrible memories as like, oh, it's just all part of the cloudiness that's going on up there.
I right now, the image that is burned in my head is that the one dude, the taller dude, standing on his knees looking up at Go-Go, and Go-Go taking his penis and using it, it looked like a paintbrush, like how you would paint, and he was just running it up and down his lips and on his nose.
Can you believe you saw that?
And I'm just looking at it, and that's when it really kind of hit me like, dude, like, oh.
Well, I don't know. Listen to the first hour of today's show, either on the replay or on demand, because we went into all this and, like, you know, how he recovered and everything. And I was saying my worst part was seeing, I think it was the same guy, the bald dude that was taller. Like, when he was on top of Go-Go, he was grabbing his dick, but he also scooped him by the ass. So he was, like, holding him up.
Yeah.
Like closer to him.
My bad one is the same guy. He was I guess doing like reverse cowgirl when Go-Go was sitting on the couch.
I think it's reverse cowboy.
Cowboy, yeah. And he was reaching around behind his back, holding Go-Go's flaccid dick, just rubbing it in between his ass creaks, and I was just like,
it got weird.
This is it.
So did you when you got home? Because we said you had to leave early yesterday.
Yeah.
You couldn't be here anymore.
I was maxed out.
Yeah, I get it. Trust me. I get it.
I was done. I really couldn't work. Like
I'm sitting there recording my Hits 1 show for overnight and trying to talk some bullshit about Taylor Swift for 7 seconds between pop songs. And all I'm thinking about is like, oh, I saw a guy making out with a guy and getting cock slapped at the same time today. That's all I wanted to talk about on Hits, because it was all that was in my brain.
Yeah.
You can't do that on Hits 1.
No.
Kid Kelly would have been so pissed.
Yeah.
So what you said you jerked off?
Yeah, I went home. I just went online, just jerked off to porno, and that was that. And then I tried to take a nap. I couldn't fall asleep.
What type of porno did you watch?
I watched Asian porno.
Asian porno.
Yeah.
All the Asian women that were here yesterday.
Yeah, they were really cute. That's not why I did it, but they were cute.
Yeah.
All 4 girls I thought were pretty girls. And they kind of like, I mean, no offense to those dudes, but they, those girls were definitely
out of their league?
Out of those guys' leagues, yeah.
A lot of the times, because of our schedule, because I'm tired, I don't have a lot of sex during the week.
Yeah.
I had to have sex last night.
You did?
Had to.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, man. It was a weird...
With a girl,
yeah.
by the way. It was talking about...
Well, I would
It was with my wife.
Your sexuality is never in question.
Thank you. Thank you, Troy.
I mean, I never...
You've known me to be a heterosexual.
There's nothing that you do that is questionable in any way.
Thank you. Except the wrestling thing. Sometimes.
Well, that's just silly.
It's goofiness, isn't it?
It's childlike, is what it is.
But there's nothing sexual about it.
Well, I mean, you could look into it and go, "There's something sexual there," because there are men rolling around with each other in very small little bikinis.
You could say the same thing about UFC, even more so.
Yeah, but those men are beating the fucking bloody bullshit out of each other.
They're doing a lot more rolling, and their shorts are a lot of times smaller.
You're right, and a lot of times those guys, when I train jiu-jitsu, a lot of those guys they do some weird shit where they roll over and they graze certain areas. And
I'm not saying that the UFC is gay.
No,
I'm
not
you
saying
could
that
say
either.
it both ways. What about you, Roland? You weren't here for the first hour of the show this morning.
No.
What did you do to cleanse your palate yesterday?
I just saw like probably a minute from the booth.
You couldn't watch it?
No, I just listened to it.
You did?
I couldn't watch it.
So you're not affected as much?
No, not at all. I mean, I saw all the management over there watching. They're like, I'm out of here.
You were able to put it out of your head?
I had to.
Eric, did you do any jerking off?
No, I had to leave here, go to my brother's house, and then drive all the way back to Jersey. And by the time I got home, I just blacked out and went to sleep.
You got a lot of drinking?
No, just tired.
Sal, you said you did some drinking on your own last night.
Drinking alone is probably like one of the most pathetic things I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of the sheer signs. I mean, a lot of people say, well, that's like the first 2 steps of alcoholism right there.
Yeah. I drank a lot.
What did you drink?
I had 2 IPAs, 2 beers, and then I had a.
What's IPA?
It's an Indian Pale Ale. It's like a strong beer. Okay. And then I had 3 gin and tonics. That was fucking great.
Is gin and tonic like a cool drink, or is that a feminine drink?
It's like an old lady drink.
Yeah, that sounds like an old lady drink.
It's like an older drink.
But it's you know. It
gets the job done.
Yeah, it's a class. I mean,
it's a drink when shit happens. You're like, just give me a gin and tonic.
Give me a gin and tonic.
I'll start off there, and then.
And you weren't in a bar. You were just in your house.
I was in my house drinking,
making yourself drinks.
Yeah, I was drinking a fucking solo cup. I was like, this is bad.
It was gin and tonics in a solo cup.
Yeah, I don't have like nice glasses.
What did you think when you're sitting there? You could still mentally feel a man's goatee on your anus.
Yeah, it was prickly. Yeah,
you're drinking by yourself. What do you think of your life at that point?
I was so depressed.
You were
so depressed yesterday.
Yeah,
that's got to fuck you up if you go to wipe yourself, right? You keep thinking about that.
No, because I'm all waxed. I quick wipe now.
That's right. You're still all waxed from the last thing. Oh, Jesus. Can you imagine what a mess Sal is mentally right now? Because he's dealing with the whole gay thing that he doesn't know, but will eventually come out.
Yeah.
And then you have all the waxing and the gay off. Oh.
I saw that brown
it's a dungeon
water
up there
coming off my body in the shower, and I was just like,
crying.
I was just depressed.
Yeah, just the brown water mixing with tears.
Yeah, it was bad.
The only thing diluting it was the salty tears.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Did you find Go-Go attractive at all?
No,
he was an attractive guy.
When he took his pants off, I was like,
he was in great shape.
Dude, he was in amazing shape. You can't deny he was in great shape, right?
Yeah, he was in good shape, I guess. I mean, I don't really... I don't think that when I see a guy start taking his pants off like that, I turn the other way.
He was in ridiculous shape.
Yeah.
That's a guy who works out all the time.
And that's his real name, Harder.
And doesn't eat any carbs.
No, that's his job, dude. Bruce in Louisiana.
Well, hello, Sam.
Hello,
I just
Bruce.
wanted to call and thank Sal for getting the gay out yesterday. Listening to it wasn't too great, but when I looked at that photo where he was wearing that ball bag and it was empty, it just made me want to come out all the more.
You're out of the closet because of Sal, Bruce.
Oh, my God. He's wonderful. I love you, Sal.
Bruce is out of the closet because of Sal. Now, Sal, now that you've heard Bruce's story and he shared that with all of us, Sal, go ahead and say to Bruce whatever you want to say.
I'm not far behind.
Good luck to you, Bruce.
That's it?
Congratulations.
You have any announcements?
No.
Okay.
Sam,
all right.
I do not like men.
Thank you, Sal. Love you.
Goodbye, Bruce.
Skittles.
Skittles, indeed. Holy shit. You know what everybody's talking about, Roland.
Skittles?
The Dollar Shave Club video. Skittles tries it. Skittles, they try to make these ads that everybody talks about, and they put them online. They don't go viral. DollarShaveClub.com, they put up that video. It goes viral. Over 9 million hits on this thing. Everybody's talking about it. Opie hasn't seen it yet, but I told him about it. I've seen it. It's hilarious. It's actually really funny. Spoiler alert, there's a guy in a bear suit and a toddler shaving a dude's head. Everybody buys razors, right? Well, brand name razor companies, they nail you. They build them with 10 blades and the vibrating handles, something built-in back scratcher. Good Lord. You end up paying up the wazoo for these razors. I don't mind wazoo staying in the copy. I hope he doesn't like it. I don't mind it. Well, DollarShaveClub.com says, stop overpaying for shave technology that you don't need. All us guys want is a great shave without shelling out $20 a month after month. Dollar Shave Club is genius. You'd be crazy not to do this. All you do, you send them a couple bucks a month, and they deliver great quality razor blades right to your door. No more digging through the trash for that old blade that zombied out your face yesterday. Go to DollarShaveClub.com. Watch the video and laugh hard. That's DollarShaveClub.com. DollarShaveClub.com. You feeling okay, Sal?
Yeah, we all have the same, I think, expression right now. We're all exhausted.
Still fatigued and shell shocked from yesterday.
Fantastic.
You're okay because you didn't have to deal with any of it.
No, but remember when I walked in, I just heard my name, Roland. I just turned around, kept on walking, I left.
Well, it was funny listening to I said it on Ron Fez yesterday, but Anthony's a guy who does not get into a bad mood, right?
Yeah.
Hang on one sec. Randy in Toronto.
Hey, Sam, I just heard you talking about Dollar Shave Club. I joined up like 2-3 weeks ago. I know this sounds like a plant, but it is the shit.
You like it?
I'm going to save like so much money. I live in Canada. I get raped for razors.
Yeah.
It's like $22
That's
for
horrible.
like a 4-pack. So Dollar Shave Club, it's like, I think I pay $6 a month. And they were
Look at that.
solid. They were late with the first delivery. Gave me a month free. They are the shit.
Didn't you already tell me this already?
No,
Yes,
no.
you have.
It's the first time calling in, bro.
All right. Well, I'm glad that they saved you from getting raped.
All right, man.
All right, I'll talk to you
I
later.
can't say that much for Sal, though.
No, you can't really. I mean, Sal was very close yesterday. Do you think you can send that to them, but don't send this part? You think they're setting up calls to call in?
I was thinking that because either
Didn't
earlier this week or the end of last week when these things started, somebody called in saying that they were using this service, but it was like right away.
But they called in and they said the same thing about the razors being late, and then Dollar Shave Club replaced them.
Maybe that's just like a workaround that people are doing. And that guy actually sounded Canadian.
No, I think he was Canadian. I just wonder if the company is having people call the show. I mean, they don't have to. The product works.
Yeah, if they can get an extra plug-in, why not?
I guess so. But if you're going to do that, call in later. Don't call in at the same time as your ad is on. Silly gooses. Geese. Anthony was in a bad mood yesterday. He's never in a bad mood. Anthony is always just, he doesn't give a shit. He's just ready to have a good time. That's what he's here. He does the radio show to have fun. You know what I mean? And yesterday he was out. He was out of this yesterday.
Well, he had to deal with the State of the Union first, and then he had the Gay Off.
I've never seen... Well, no, State of the Union was whatever. He always gets mad about Obama, but, you know, he makes a show out of it, and then we move on. He's never tapped out of something. I've never seen Anthony tap out of something. Never. Yesterday he was not in this. You said, Troy, didn't you, that there was a show going on, this whole Gay Off thing, and Jim was dictating it, and you were dictating it, and I was dictating it. Anthony was over here talking to Opie about other stuff completely.
Yeah.
Wanted no
they're out.
part of it.
And rightly so.
Yeah, I mean, they were the ones making the right move.
Yeah.
We, like fools, were trying to make this thing happen. Should have just followed Opie and Anthony's lead. We'd probably be a lot healthier.
But my question is, okay, so fine, we got rid of gay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think it would be the perfect opportunity to let's get fucking broads in here ASAP? Nothing's booked or scheduled yet.
To tell you the truth, anything sexual right now. I mean, I would love to see broads, but I don't know what to do with this show right now. Maybe that's the way Opie and Anthony are feeling. They don't want to commit to anything anymore.
And I'm telling you, I pitched
they need a recovery process.
I pitched an idea in the meeting, and it got shot down, but I'm telling you, we should have had broads here yesterday to even out the gay immediately.
Yeah, it's true that you say at least 3.
Well, I mean, we had to, what would we have done with them?
Get fucking naked. Let's see your buttholes and pussies.
But we did, the Gay Off lasted 2 hours.
Well, I mean, what's his name showed up late, so that fucked everything up. But if he would have showed up on time, you could have had some broads in here. Or, better yet, put broads back here in the corner, so it's like when there's too much gay, you can look over there and go, oh, God, look, there's some hot bitches.
There's some bitches.
Yeah, okay.
Just have them here, you mean?
Yeah.
You just want some naked bitches just here.
I just said to even out the gay.
And Troy did say, if you don't have that, weird shit will happen.
And look what happened.
Weird shit happened.
But nobody wants to listen to me.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a ridiculous idea. You just want naked women here as wallpaper.
And fucking some dude making his dick into a paintbrush on some other dude's lips.
That was also your idea. That was your idea, too.
No, I'm saying, but that's not a weird idea?
That was yours.
Right. So having bitches in here is a bad idea?
As wallpaper, it's a silly idea. Why would we're not going to hire women to come in here and be wallpaper?
You don't need to hire them.
You needed to hire Go-Go. Yeah, you do.
He's putting his penis on
every time
people's lips.
when girls come in here for free, they go take off your clothes. No, you can buy the magazine for that. Oh, you can see the video for that.
But with those girls, are they prefaced? Are they
of course they are. It's the Opie and Anthony show.
Okay, but remember when we
Our
discussed...
history prefaces us.
Okay, so do they say, hey, look, you're going to have to go in there and get naked, and do you agree to doing this?
Multiple times. The girls have said, yeah, they may ask you to take your clothes off. Oh, okay. And then they get in, and Opie and Anthony ask them to take their clothes off, and they don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that Dennis Rodman chick, she didn't want to get naked at all.
Happens all the time.
Well, I mean...
It's happened many times.
The guy, they do... There's a lot of guys in here that are predator-like as soon as they walk in here.
Look.
Right? So what girl's going to be like, oh, that's a fucking Second they walk in, like everybody's trying to fuck them.
I can't account. First of all,
I would this scenario and then have gay sex shit going on in the background.
I'm telling you, if it would have been okayed, if it would have been like, cool, let's get some fucking broads in here, I would have found broads to get naked in here. I would have. But I got shot down immediately.
No, because they need to be strippers. And
No, they
strippers,
don't.
strippers don't come in unless they're getting paid.
No, they don't.
If you can get naked girls in, then get naked girls in.
I could. But what are we going to do? Let's do. If we think about what they want them in, I'm not just going to show up on tomorrow morning with naked girls.
If you have girls in here that are naked, what are you going to get in trouble?
Oh.
What, are they going to yell at you?
If they want them, I'll get them.
Yeah, of course they want them. Everybody loves naked women.
Do they?
You're saying Opie and Anthony may be gay.
No, I'm not saying they're gay, but I don't know if they want women in here. Because they've passed on so many girls.
I think they'd like to see, because of the history of the girls on this show.
But no one ever sits down and goes, okay, what could we do with these girls?
Because they don't do anything.
If you have a fun idea picked out of what we can do with them, where we sit down and shoot ideas. No, there's no shooting ideas at anybody.
Because we've had ideas for girls.
And
the girls come in, and they don't do it.
Let me fucking talk to Laney. Somebody's not talking to Laney right.
The guy who could barely speak.
Oh, Roland!
Yeah, no, and in Roland's defense, this was before Roland. This shit was going on.
Why don't you go find a cock to suck?
I'm not even gonna do it.
Tom in Philly.
Son of a bitch.
Sammy, sweetheart, professional broadcaster with the best hair on radio. How are you?
That's exactly right. What's up, buddy?
Got to tell you, Dollar Shave Club saved my life.
It did?
I was homeless on the streets, had a beer down to my knees.
Wow.
Joined Dollar Shave Club, got all clean. Now I'm a goddamn stockbroker.
Because when you were homeless, you could afford a couple of bucks for razors.
Well, I hit up some crackheads and got a couple of bucks together.
And now
Dollar
you're...
Shave Club. Look at me now, buddy.
How much money do you make, like, in a month as a stockbroker?
$2-3. All
right, well, that's still better than being homeless, right?
Yeah, I mean, times are tough.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Cut that for him, too. Opie, in order to get to cleanse himself, he went out on the street, and Opie's lost his mind. At some point, he lost it. Maybe, I think he lost it a long time ago. This video, play the video, Sal. He put up this video, and we played a little bit of it during the show today. He's talking to this homeless guy. What's it called, Sal? Nigga, my nigga is Satan.
He doesn't like people.
And it's this weird homeless guy. And he's got this bandana on. He's an old man. He's got layers on. He's got a green glove and a purple glove on. And he keeps doing hand signals throughout the entire video like he's talking in sign language.
And everything that everybody else does.
Now this guy, yeah, go ahead.
It's like he's doing gang signs.
It is. He looks like he's about to start crip walking.
Let me help you to
I looked at this video and said, he's completely unpredictable, right? Like, I wouldn't approach this guy. Then Opie goes on to say, I didn't even catch him on a good day. On a good day, he's throwing chairs trying to shatter a window. He's chucking chairs at bank windows trying to shatter them. And I'm sitting there going, Opie, you're a millionaire, not a billionaire yet. It's probably close. Opie is a millionaire. I mean, you look at the end of this video. Look at the end of the video.
But he's a crazy whisperer. They come to him and they feel safe.
You think so?
Every time I go out video with him, like a crazy guy,
Opie is
they all feel safe with him.
He's a millionaire. He's a father of two. And he's playing peekaboo with an unpredictable homeless man on the sidewalk in New York City on February 13th. He's out there on the sidewalk in New York City playing peekaboo with a homeless man through a potted plant.
Well, the other guy was with him, was like kicking people, spitting on people. Opie walked right up to him, and the guy did nothing to him.
He didn't?
Nothing to him. But then he continued to kick and spit people while he was talking to Opie. But not him.
So he gives Opie the story.
Yeah, he's safe. Like, he feels safe around him.
And then Opie could just film.
And then he walks away, and the guy attacks people. It's hilarious.
And Roland, if you or I went up to these people...
we would have been attacked.
We would have been attacked.
Yes.
We would have absolutely been attacked.
I'm scared half the time.
I don't know how he does it. I mean, if I was Opie, I'd be sitting on top of New York City in my awesome apartment being like, good thing I don't have to go out and film homeless people because I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
But no, this is how he gets his kicks. Homeless people doing gang signs and playing peekaboo with them through potted plants. And videos on Opie Radio. I think it's on our Facebook too, right, E-Rock?
Yes, it is.
All right. A lot of people want to talk about getting the bitches back on the show. John in Ohio.
Hey, Troy Conan.
Yep.
Hey, man, it's not that the guys don't want the women on there and do fun shit with them. They've been shot down by management so much. It's like they've just kind of given up and say, why even bother? We know how it's going to end up.
No, I totally understand that, but I mean, you can do other things other than. I mean, look, those guys they had a lot of fun and they did some crazy shit back in the day. So it's like I know that they probably would like to do things similar to what they did, but you can still do fun things with girls.
But that's what a lot of that is, because you go and you have all these great ideas and you want to do stuff and you're thinking, oh, this is what we have done. Let's do something on this level. And you just get told, no, we can't do this, we can't do that. And you're like, fuck it then.
No, I do understand.
You know what I mean?
I do understand that.
So, I mean, it's the same thing with you. You know, you've come in here and be like, well, I don't give a fuck.
No,
because,
I totally understand. But if they're saying on air that we need to get girls back on the show, then it's like, all right, then we can figure something out.
Stu.
Yeah, I think calling back from the NEW days, doing the wiffle ball bat contest, that's what you guys should be doing with the naked girl.
We would do the wiffle ball contest in a heartbeat, but you can't stick a wiffle ball in a girl's pussy anymore.
Yeah.
You can't do it. That's insertion. You're inserting it into her vagina.
Gotta love management.
I mean, I don't know who it is. It might be lawyers. I don't know who makes the calls here. But you can't do it. Mike in PA.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
This is an idea I got from Taylor Vixen. She tweeted the other day that she wanted to know how much her boobs weighed. Didn't Danny come up with a way to do that?
Yeah, I mean, we could do a contest where you weigh boobs, but it's like, I don't know.
You just go at the end, oh, wow, you have the biggest boobs. That's it.
That's a little like, I don't know, small market radio to me. Like, how much do your boobs weigh seems a little, a little wacky. A little Morning Zoo-ish. I know it's not quite Ryan Seacrest, but it's a little waka waka,
So do you think you should just admit defeat and be like, okay, well, we'd like girls in here, but we can't think of anything to do with them, so we won't do it?
I'm all for, if you say you can find girls who will get naked in here, find those girls, Troy.
I will.
Find those girls. That ball's in your court.
I mean, apparently I'm the only one that has to step up and take care of shit.
I take care of shit on the daily.
I know you do.
You know that.
But
this is not my department. I'm telling you, I don't know any girls that will get naked on this radio show. So you say you do. Sal hangs out with mainly guys, so he could help us if we wanted to do something like yesterday. I'm sure Sal could help us out with that. Roland, do you think you're not talking to Lainey properly from Penthouse?
I don't know that world.
You don't?
If you let me talk to her, I'll talk to her and break it down like what is going on.
Does Troy need to be the new pornography booker on the Opie and Anthony show?
Well, she'll say, here's what the girls are willing to do before they come in, and I present it to the guys.
But then a lot of times they come in and they're not willing to do it, right? And it's like, that's not what can you do?
You can't control people.
Then you just go, okay, you don't get your plugs.
Hold them over them.
Yeah, here they are. No, you don't get them. This is what you said you're going to do.
I'll pass on to Troy.
I'll be more.
He can be the porno guy.
I'll talk to Lainey, and then I'll talk to the girls personally and be like, look, this is what we need to do. If you're not going to do this,
don't go in there.
Don't waste our time. Stop.
We got other shit to do.
Yes.
Opie's got Sudoku.
We should totally make Troy do this.
Yep.
He's the man for it.
You got to fucking break shit down to these bitches.
You think Sal can handle it?
No.
No. All right.
You got to know how to regulate that pussy.
And do you know how to do that?
I don't know.
We got to go. Ron and Fez are coming up next. We'll see you next week because tomorrow will be Jim Norton's advice show.
Yay.
Stay tuned. Ron and Fez are coming up next.
The Opie and Anthony show is now over. For real this time. 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 Over.